What's good in the hood? All good, brother. About to have an epic stream on YouTube. We've got a lot to talk about today, from politics to red pill stuff to MMA. We're going to be talking about the Turkey, Israel, Cyprus, Greece situation. I'm going to be talking about the feminists, the liberals. You know, I think they're coming at me right now as I'm talking because the stream just got shut down, right? They literally just did a shut it down on me. It's probably the small hats, if I had to say. Yes, big up, bro. Dabbing Dodgy Dave. Hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, guys, right? Guys, go drop a link on both. Yeah, um, yeah. Did the stream start again, or we're still on the same stream? Yeah. Well, in the future, guys, we need to make sure this don't happen, innit? But it is what it is. Clue, yeah. Look, this shut off though. You know what? I think it is the internet cut off for a second because look what this is saying. The Wi-Fi has come up, how to use AirPlay and shit, and now I can't see nothing on this screen either. Guys, YouTube and Kick, the Natural Effect podcast. Come on, we're gonna carry on the live stream. All right, we've got like 11 of us on Instagram, 12 of us. Guys, come over to YouTube, the Natural Effect podcast on YouTube, guys. We're about to go off. I'm cooking everyone today, from the feminists, the liberals, the Jews, the women. Everyone's getting it today. So, guys, come over to YouTube or Kick, the Natural Effect podcast. We're about to have a lively up stream. So, guys, Kick or YouTube, guys. Come over to Kick or YouTube. We did have it coming down. You know, the Jews probably infiltrated and shut down the whole operation. But we're back. So, guys, in YouTube or Kick, the Natural Effect podcast. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, I'll wait for 2 secs and then we'll carry on, man. Can't hear nothing. All right, everything's turned off again. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's fine. This turned off. Yeah, perfect. All right, guys, we're live again, man. Finally. What's that? When did you decide to get back on the animal products and why? Okay, I'll respond to that as well. I enjoyed the stream. I had some suggestions I want to share with you, but I don't want to spam your chat. Let's chat on Discord. Guys, can someone just upload the Discord link in the chat? Yeah, someone upload the Discord link in the chat. It's so funny. I'm just watching a video now that I'm actually gonna have to respond to, but it's some black guy basically saying, what's he saying? If you're not really a trick, stay in your lane. That shit ain't for everybody. And it's some guy called Cash who posted it up. This guy Cash is a complete trick, and he thinks it's cool to be a trick. I guess it's crazy to what we've got to, guys. Like, people out there really thinking it's a cool thing to be a trick. Unbelievable. Fucking embarrassing, honestly. Men have become so weak. All right, guys, welcome back to the stream. I was in the middle about talking about Turkey and Greece and Cyprus, but we will be talking about that in a little bit. Let's go slowly into it. I did want to respond to when did you decide to get back on the animal products and why? So, Andy, in February, will it be 2 or 3 years? Oh, no. So, yeah, in February, guys, it's going to be 2 years. No, sorry, in December. So I started eating meat, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. The reason I did it is because, I was vegan for a long time. I was vegan for 10 years. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I felt bad being vegan. I really didn't. I was still thriving. I just wasn't as strong as I wanted to be when it come to the gym, when it come to actually building muscle mass. And it was getting frustrating because there's only so many amount of chickpeas I could eat. I was trying to get my protein from chickpeas, wild rice, hemp seeds, but there's only so much amount of chickpeas, hemp seeds, and wild rice that I could eat, right? So I really gave it a long think, and I was missing a lot of foods that I had when I was younger, especially in my culture, Greek food, right? So yeah, I decided to try animal product last Christmas, see how it went. I would say that my cousin Andy was definitely an influence on me, not in a bad way, but me and him are definitely big foodies. We love our food and we love tasting different cultured food, and especially our culture, Greek food. So yeah, we were like always having nostalgic times talking about different dishes, and it was only going to be a matter of time before I started eating animal product. But I didn't jump completely into it thinking I was definitely going to be like that for the rest of my life. I wanted to be, an experiment within myself. So as I started eating animal product and working out more, I did put on a lot more muscle mass and I did feel a lot stronger in the gym. Now, what I would say is I definitely felt more agile being vegan. I think it can cause some inflammation within the body if you overeat animal product. But this is another thing. When I was young eating animal product, I would always eat shit, right? Like, not fast food, because I stopped eating fast food after that. But I wasn't that picky on the meat or the dairy that I was consuming. But nowadays, as you guys know, it's only grass finished, raw milk, raw butter. So yeah, I do feel good on animal product. I can't say anything negative about it, apart from I'm not as agile as I used to be. But yeah, it's been a good journey for me. I wouldn't turn around and say that veganism is complete trash, but majority of vegans do eat like trash, eating a lot of soy, a lot of foods that have been, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, kind of like processed foods. Yeah, a lot of the foods within the vegan community do tend to be very processed. Like the Impossible meat, the Beyond meat, the cheeses and all of that stuff, which I've never really been one to consume. Yeah, try to be consuming as much organic meats as you can. Yeah, it's only organic from me, brother. What's the Tsar review today? Mike the Spike. I knew you'd be in here asking for the weed, brother, so I had you ready. So we're actually doing the Skittles from Nature, boys. As you guys know, it's my brand. So yeah, we're going to have a good one with that. But, let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking, and then I'll respond to some more of the comments. So, guys, what the fuck has happened with the UFC White House card? And I'm not talking about the weather. I know they're talking about thunderstorms and moving it a day later in case that happens. But I'm not even talking about that, or even them being sued by a couple politicians, I believe. I'm talking about the matter of fact. I'm talking about the fact that Erica Kirk is hosting the show and that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to be front row. Like, what the fuck is going on? And Strickland and Bryce Mitchell, who are American patriots, and one of them happened to be the only American champion right now, have been banned from the White House card. What the fuck is going to be next? Are they going to put Ben Shapiro as a judge? Are they going to put Laura Loomer as one of the fucking ring girls? Is there going to be an Israeli flag in the middle of the octagon? Are the fighters going to be fighting with fucking yarmulkes on? What the fuck is going on? Is this UFC or UFC? I need to know right now, because right now things are not looking good, man. They're not looking good, you know? And then... But yeah, you can't make this shit up. But we already know who's Dana White's boss, you know? Ari Emanuel, well-known Jew. Are we surprised? So yeah, it's crazy that you'd think that this UFC White House card, which is ironic calling it freedom when, you know, we're actually taken over by a foreign nation. You know, you'd think that we're in Tel Aviv, not in Washington, D.C. And, you know, we should boycott the event. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to boycott the event because I can't miss the opportunity on seeing my Christian Orthodox brother, Ilya Topuria, absolutely put Justin Goichi to sleep. Yeah, you heard it right. Justin, the Zionist real Goichi. That's what his name should be. And I can't wait for him to retire, especially as of recent, him talking about he would walk out with Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, what the fuck is this guy even talking about? And Justin Gaethje has had too many punches to the head. He's clearly suffering from CTE, and he's a low IQ moron. And another thing that I found funny was Dana White saying that all the comments was done by a bunch of pussies. Dana White, the only pussy is you looking into the mirror. You're the pussy, because you can't even stand on like freedom of speech or what you're apparently about. You know, when it was COVID time and you was doing fights, I was like holding you so high, man, saying like, you know, Dana White is a legend, he's going against the grain. But now you've banned American patriots for speaking against Israel and Jews, and you're having Benjamin Netanyahu there and fucking, you know, who else was it? Benjamin Netanyahu and Erica Kirk. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, the hypocrisy. There was actually something that I said at the beginning that should have been clipped, that I said that was good. It was right before I think it was from the old stream. But anyway, we'll move on. Let me read a few of the chats. I was vegan for a few years for health reasons. I have Crohn's. The first day back on the meat, I was like a caveman. Brother, I know how to cure Crohn's. I actually have cured Crohn's many times for a few of my friends, people that I don't know. Crohn's disease is literally arthritis within the gut. You really need to do a lot of fasting, eating alkaline, you know, even taking a little break from animal products. But if you are going to do that, you have to be eating alkaline on a strict diet. And then after that, once you start feeling a lot better, then you can start implementing animal products, which I do think they're going to be beneficial, even the animal products, especially like the raw milk, bone broth, steak, good fish, good butter. The level of hatred towards Jews ain't healthy, bro, respectfully. How so, bro? Once they're done with the Jews, small percentage of population, they're coming for us. Are you talking about the Jews? Are you talking about Muslims? Jobo, are you talking about Muslims? And if that's the case, bro, you are definitely not well equipped or educated enough on the matter, man. Because the only reason we have mass amounts of Muslims in our country is because of the Jews. The Jews run mass immigration. The Jews are the one bombing innocent countries across the Middle East. The Jews are the ones who spit on Christians. The Jews are the ones who suppress freedom of speech. The Jews are the ones who run pornography, the banks, big tech, social medias, dating apps, OnlyFans. Yeah? So like for you to turn around and say like a small population of a percentage of the population is actually not true. One, I don't believe the stats when they talk about the percentage of the population, one. And two, does it really matter even if they are a small percentage of the population when they literally run everything? Oh, I saw someone in the back. Oh, I did see someone in the back. Who is that? Bro, who the fuck is that in the back? Nah, bro, it's some guy with blonde hair. Bro, go around there. You look like some homeless guy, bro. Huh? Are you sure? Bro, like, bro, Andy, go to the front and go to the side and find. Who the fuck is that? Oh, no, it is the pool guy. Oh, no. It's the pool chick and the pool guy. Yeah, the pool chick. He's got his chick cleaning the pool. Fam, they look homeless. Bro, who the fuck is my landlord bringing to the house to clean the pool, man? These look homeless. So, bro, Jobo, like, you know, I named a bunch of reasons to why the Jews are the problem. And I know you're kind of like trying to hint that the Muslims are a problem. But I would say that even though I don't want to see tons of Muslims in the West, I would say that the Muslims are way less of a problem than the Jews. It's not the Muslims that are bombing all our churches across the Middle East and implementing all these wars. Most of the things that what Jews are doing to us is not healthy, bro. Europe as well. Exactly, Patrick. Patrick hit on the nail. I'm talking about innocent Jews on the street. Can say the same with Vatican, with Qatari Arabs. They all have significant influence. Nah, bro. The Qataris don't have influence like the Jews. And look, I'm not sitting here saying that all Jews are bad. I'm not sitting here to and saying like, if you see a Jew on the street, to be rude to him or say anything to him. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the people that are running our politicians, the people that are running all the big corporations across England and America, Canada and Australia, in fact, the whole of the West, happen to be Jews. You know, the Mexican president is a Jew. The Argentinian president is a Jew. These are Catholic countries. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, Patrick, I wouldn't say it's just Zios. I would actually say we have to say Jews because I think there's a problem within Judaism. Judaism, you know, they read the Talmud. The Talmud says some really vile things about not just Christians, but about anyone who's not Jewish. I think it has bad takes on it and bad morals and ethics. So I wouldn't say it's just Zionists. And this is another thing. 95% of Jews happen to be Zionists. Your mate Chris from Enfield says hello. Chris from Enfield. Which one would that be? Which Chris is that? I don't know, man. Like, is it my old best mate that I don't talk to no more? Like, there's a few Chris's I had around me, so I don't know which Chris that is. Is that Chris Ford, who I went to school with? Is that cousin Chris? I don't know. You're going to have to give me a little bit more information about what Chris it is. Yeah, look, majority of Jews happen to be Zionists. But look, this is another thing. You can't put all Jews in the box. So look, this is another thing right now. Like, people are trying to personally ruin my life as well. So the girl I'm actually seeing right now just messaged me saying, someone reached out to me, showed me a conversation where you were talking about me and other women in a way that I need to address. I'd rather have this conversation over the phone when are you free to call? You know what I'm saying, bro? These feminists, these progressives, like, they're just sad, man. They can't get on with their lives. And yeah, it is what it is. Chris, his mum Sophie and stepdad Mano. Are you hearing this? Funny, bro. Yeah, huh? I don't think he is. Hyde Park Heat. I don't know who he is, but yeah, tell Chris I said hello. I guess. These people, man. Even my haters. Yeah, but branding them all just adds to anti-Semitism and it's innocent Jews on the street being persecuted because of such echo chambers. Well, this is the thing. There's a lot of Jews who talk against Israel and against Jews, right? Those guys are not being persecuted at all. But I think we do need to keep the whole Jewish community accountable and tell them that what they've been doing across the world, not just in Palestine, not just in Lebanon, they've done it to loads of different countries. And it's a problem. Jewish supremacy in 2026 is a big problem, guys. Absolutely. Good day, nearly World Cup time. Yes, host Luis Blanco. We need a story time about the girl after you talk to her. Yeah, I'll talk about everything that's going on within my personal life. Don't worry, guys. I'm kind of very transparent with you guys. Everything that's ever happened, anything that's even doesn't make me look good, I'll always talk about in front of you guys. But yeah, I'm being attacked a lot. Call that 304 up on stream. Bro, the girl who messaged me is not a 304. I actually like her. She's a good girl. But the girls that are talking about me are 304s. But I'll be responding to that in a little bit. I have a lot of stuff to respond to when it comes to that. Let's go back to UFC. So yeah, guys, I was a fan. I have been a fan of Justin Gaethje, you know, where like I was, apart from his last fight against Paddy Pimblett, I always thought he was a good fighter. He had good leg kicks. He could strike, even though it wasn't the cleanest boxing. But now I've lost complete respect for him. And the reason that I've lost respect for Justin Gaethje is because he personally attacked Ilia Topuria, bringing his wife and his divorce into it, which was definitely scummy. But even scummier than that is the fact that he said that he would walk out with Netanyahu at the UFC White House card. So yeah, that's my take on Justin Gaethje. Lest you be wise in your own sight, I do not want you to be unaware of this mystery, brothers. A partial hardening has come upon Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles has come in. Yeah, bro. Reading scripture from the and in this way Israel will be saved, as it is written, the deliverer will come from Zion. He will banish upon. Bro, you're reading. This is what I can tell. Jobo 100% is a Protestant as well. And this is my problem with Protestants. They take scripture and they align it with whatever benefits them. This is why, honestly, I don't even respect Protestants. Like any of the denominations, I don't respect them because they always change things. They make things align with what they believe. When they're talking about Israel, Israel is the true church. Christians are the real Israel. Yeah, and I've had Jay Dyer talking about this with Protestants where he's absolutely cooked them. And yeah, like I said, I'm not brandishing and putting all Jews in the same circle. But if we're going to sit here and just say it's Zionists and it's not Jews as a whole, that's lies, because it's Zionists who happen to be Jews and Jews that happen to be Zionists. It's both. Chud the Smoker, Jobo don't know what he's talking about. Look, it's not he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just uninformed. He just doesn't understand probably geopolitics, what Israel has done the last 40, 50 years. The fact that Israel was actually founded on terrorism. You know, before the IDF, we had, they were called Haganah. What was it? Stern Gang, Haganah, and there's one more. And they all got together to create what now is the IDF. Orthodox, exactly. Andreas is right. Orthodox means original, unchanged. That's right. Guys, let me just silence my phone. But yeah, I guess the haters are coming at me. I've got the Jews, the gays, the feminists, the liberals, all coming at me at the same time. Bring it on, motherfuckers, because I'm going to be cooking all of you guys one by one. Quickly, I'm going to show you guys my Christian Orthodox brother, Marab. Bro, I'm saying your old pal says hello and you're talking about haters. I'm Chris's uncle, Stel. You was like 15 or maybe younger when I see you in Enfield. God bless, bro. I like your channel. Stel, I know exactly who you are now, bro. God bless you, man. Stel, actually, I've had... I have nothing negative to say about you, Stel. Like, you know, I spent time with you in Cyprus and Chris. You was always good uncle. If I'm not mistaken, you used to go out with Chris's auntie, right? And yeah, man, me and Chris haven't spoken in years, unfortunately, bro. Like, I wish him the best, him and his family, but I'm not going to go too deep into it. But let's just say he wasn't the most loyal of friends, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to go into it in my stream, but I do wish him the best. And on my side, there's nothing bitter or, you know, nothing I'm holding in. definitely as I got closer to my faith. Everyone who has done me wrong in life owes me big bread, done me dirty. I wish them the best, but it's also very healthy to forgive but not to forget. But yeah, still, big up to you, brother. I'm glad you like the channel, man. Big love to you, brother. Are you still in Cyprus? You still live in Cyprus? From what I remember, you was living in like Napa, right? Oppie out today. Yeah, the ops are out today, man. I guess the ops are out. That's why we got good numbers in the chat. Except the Orthodox were part of the same. But yeah, bro, also still, going back to me talking about haters. When I was speaking about haters, I wasn't really talking about Chris. In general, I have a lot of haters been coming at me the last week or so, which, you know, a lot of them are, you know, some of them from my church, some of them are progressive feminists who've been reacting to my stuff, some of them are gay faggot. Oh shit, we're on YouTube, I forgot. But yeah, you know, you guys kind of catch the drift. Except the Orthodox were part of the same foundation as us Catholics. No, I agree. It's called the One Catholic and Apostolic, the One Catholic and Apostolic Church, right? I agree with you, brother. So you're not a Protestant. Dan, bro, got fans from time ago, and branched off, read change. But I have love for fellow Orthodox brothers. Well, actually, I would say that Catholicism has changed more than Orthodoxy. Orthodoxy is more originally kept, I would say, where, you know, we have priests, we didn't introduce a pope, but there's a few differences. But yeah, look, oh, it's Mendel. Oh, it's Mendel. Okay, big up to you, brother. But this is another thing why I do believe that Orthodoxy and Catholicism is the truth. I believe in both, but I do believe that Orthodox Christians are more based and a little bit more real than the Catholics. And the reason I say that is because I rarely see, apart from the last Pope, I rarely see popes or people within the Catholic religion call out Zionism, the Jews, or anything that's going on in the Middle East right now. But, you know, Orthodox priests, you guys see our Orthodox priests, they're very based and they've been going at the Jews time and time again, to the point where they don't give a fuck about dying. And I love that about my people. I love that about the Christian Orthodox movement. Well, you know, not movement, but, you know, the faith, the religion. But yeah, guys, I'm going to show you guys a video here. So it's my Orthodox Christian brother, Mirab Valishvili. Hopefully I said his last name right. It's always hard to pronounce that one. And he's riding around in Las Vegas on a couch, guys. Fucking funny. Check this out, guys. This guy's crazy, bro.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty. My music's so loud, I'm swinging.
Like, Marab is a funny ass motherfucker. I don't know how he got away with this. I don't know how police didn't pull him up, you know. It's pretty dangerous, right? But if you think that's dangerous, that's one of the safest things I've seen Marab do. I've seen this guy dive into a frozen lake head first, climbing the most craziest mountains and cliffs. But yeah, man, big up to Marab. Big up to Marab. All right, next up, let's move on. So guys, we do have the UFC White House card this weekend on Sunday, and I'm going to be streaming it, guys. Come over to the Natural Effect podcast on Sunday around 4:30 p.m. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I can't sit here and deny it, but I'm kind of pissed off at the moment. Just the fact that someone I'm talking to has messaged me that. I'm not really pissed off with her. I'm more pissed off with people in my past trying to ruin my relationships going forward. It's probably going to be girls from my church. If I had to guess, it's either going to be girls from my church or the liberal girls. I would say it's most likely girls from our church, but we'll find out. I'll let you guys know on the next stream, guys. I can't spill the tea because I don't know the conversation, and I'm not going to have the conversation live on stream, man. Look, one thing I'll tell you guys is I'll always be transparent with you guys and tell you guys the full truth about everything, but I don't need to put my whole personal life on the line and start making conversations while I'm on stream and all of that. Like, come on, man. Your church is less woke, I'll give you that. Yeah, we are definitely less woke, bro. Mendel, you say that, brother, but the people at my church, which I go to maybe one of the more progressive Christian Orthodox churches. They're pretty woke, man. They're pretty woke, but we'll be talking about that in a little bit. What am I smoking on? Brother, today I'm smoking on the Skittles from Nature Boys, my own brand. So we are smoking on the Z from Nature Boys, the straight Z, which we will be reviewing at the end. Now, guys, the UFC card, White House card this Sunday. Make sure you're watching it with me live reaction on Sunday at 4:30 Pacific time, 12:30 a.m. in England. I know it's a little bit of a late one for you guys, but it is going to be an amazing card. I would suggest you guys get like an early nap during the day and then come on live with me in the night time. And yeah, one fight I'm definitely looking forward to is Derek Lewis against Josh Hockett. I did pick Josh Hockett to win the fight because I think he's going to implement some wrestling, which we know Derek Lewis is weak at. But I really, really want to see, Derek Lewis absolutely knock out Josh Hockett, man. Josh Hockett is super cringe. I know he's been banned from the press conference, which I don't agree with. Even though he's cringe and annoying, I think that, the First Amendment, you should always be able to speak what you want to speak, even if people do find you annoying and cringe. But yeah, guys, that's definitely one of the fights I'm looking forward to. Now, bored of Z these days. Bro, I am too. I'll be honest with you, I am too. A lot of times when I smoke Z now, I kind of mix it with another strain. I do love Z. It's not like, I'm not at a point where I can't smoke Z no more. But I do agree with Mendel where it gets to that stage where I like to mix it up. If I smoke Z, like 2-3 joints in a row, I'll get really bored. God bless, bro. Don't worry about the haters. Without them, it's boring. Love, my bro. Love you, brother. Love to you still, man. Big up to you, man. And this is another thing as well. Like, not to bring up my friend again, but it's so unfortunate when you fall out with someone that you've known your whole life. And, this Chris guy that he mentioned was like my best friend from 11 years old. And, I did give chances, but I don't want to go too deep into it. But my point of mentioning it is I feel bad when you fall out with someone that you're close with, because then you don't fall out, but you end up stop speaking to their family, people in the between who happen to be like mutual friends. And it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. What can we do? Cali Lover, we're doing Omegle again. Yeah, we're going to do Omegle in literally 15 minutes. As soon as I'm done with the UFC talk, we'll be going to Omegle, and then we'll be coming back on, talking about the rest, where we'll be diving into dating, politics, and red pill stuff. But yeah, my mind definitely is on what I just don't know what has been told to this girl. Bro, it's crazy. But as much as these liberals and leftists and these haters try and ruin my life, they try and ruin my life because my life is great and I'm an exceptional man, and their life is very boring, sad, and they're absolutely far from exceptional. They're not even average, a lot of these people. People who go out their way to ruin someone else's life, this is like bottom of the barrel. This is like the scum. And this is why I'll never align with leftists, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Never align with leftists. I don't give a fuck if we agree on the Palestine situation. I would never join liberals and leftists for the cause, because their cause is completely different to mine. They believe in like a million genders. They believe that women and men are equal. And those are things I don't live by. Anyway. Shao Sonnen, I know you have some crazy takes and you talk a lot of shit, but I'm starting to begin to think that you are smoking rocks. This guy had an interview with Bo Nickel the other day. Bo Nickel's going to fight Carl Dukas on the White House card. And, Bo Nickel's not even ranked. And you got Chael Sonnen telling him, bro, I think you should call for the title fight if you go out and win this fight. Which I do think that Bo Nickel's going to win the fight. But for him to call out for a title fight, Shao, what kind of what planet are you on, bro? Stop talking shit. Stop putting delusion in Bo Nickel's head, because Bo Nickel, you're far from a title fight. I would say you're going to have to win at least 3-4 fights before you even start talking about being in a title fight. Also, guys, this Sunday, White House card, will Alex Pereira Poatan become the first 3-division champion ever. You know, I do think it's going to be a tough fight. We know that Cyril Gane's got very, very good striking. He's got fast twitch muscles. You know, he's in and out very quickly, great jab. And he's very hard to find. He's got good footwork. Now, we know that Alex Pereira doesn't have any ground game, really. And Cyril Gane, I don't think is going to want to take it to ground either. So I do think this is going to be a striking match. Now, I would like to see the Cyril cheater, Cyril Gane, getting knocked out. But I do think it's going to be a tough fight. So I'm going for Alex Pereira this Sunday. But it could go either way, guys. What's your take on it, guys? I'm far from left, but I couldn't disagree with you more on Israel and Palestine on every level. As men, we agree to disagree, though. Yeah, well, look, Mendel, you can disagree with me on the Palestine situation. Me, as a Christian, I can't condone seeing people with a full military. Actually, we know that the IDF has some of the best technology out there, going and killing innocent babies, children, women, men, bombing Christian churches, some of the most ancient churches that we've got that have been preserved for many years in the Holy Land. They spit on us Christians. Like, you know, Muslims don't spit on us Christians. And I'm going to be talking about that situation a little bit more as we go deeper into the stream, guys. Is that 10 people? I thought we had 19 people in here. But yeah, decent numbers, not bad. So guys, I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but it was basically Adrian Broner and... Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but it's basically Adrian Broner and he's talking with Arman Tsarukyan and he's talking about taking on John Jones, right? And, you know, Arman, you can tell he's kind of laughing in his head thinking like, bro, John Jones would absolutely obliterate you. And let's see the clip first and then I'll react to it after.
You know John Jones?
Yeah, he cussed me out real bad last time I was with him. He was real drunk.
What happened?
He was just intoxicated.
Really?
Yeah.
That nigga's goated.
Yeah, he's...
I wouldn't have let that go with anybody else, but, you know, it was him. I was like, I know he's drunk, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, you wouldn't be able to do nothing with him anyway.
No.
Yeah, on
The blind side is crazy.
I
don't give a fuck. Jim Jones, anybody.
He would have probably still...
Nah.
The nigga lacking, he would have still probably...
Nah, he was cooked. He was so drunk. What are you doing, bro?
Have you seen John Jones fights?
Yeah, he's good.
That
But he almost felt my left hook that night, though.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. He was tripping.
Your left or right?
This when he was fighting?
No, it was just like not too long ago in Vegas, man.
But bro, he's tall. How you can left hook him?
Easy.
Jump or what?
He was drunk just talking shit.
No,
I
you
was
gotta do like this.
No, that's regular.
No, bro, he's 2 meters.
No, that's the easiest. Like, it don't matter. He's talking and yelling here.
Oh.
He came to me, yeah.
So we have the kings of the drunks and the degeneracy, John Jones and Adrian Broner. You know, I guess they had like a small conflict when they were drunk. But here you have Adrian Broner and, you know, he's telling Arman Tsarukyan and Dean. Dean is the guy who he streams with. And he was talking about, you know, how he would take John Jones. And, you know, even though I don't like John Jones, even though I do think he's probably queer, you know, John Jones would absolutely annihilate Adrian Broner in a fist fight. Let's be honest. You know, in a street fight, fist fight, even in a boxing match, I think it would probably, you know, not even be close. Because if John Jones catches him once or twice, I think Adrian Broner gets knocked out. Now, we know that Adrian Broner is a better boxer than John Jones. But, you know, that was a long time ago, firstly. And secondly, it's the size difference and the weight difference is such a difference. So, yeah. It's so big, so it just wouldn't work. Okay, cool. Let's move on, guys. So, guys, I'm going to go on to Omegle for we'll go to Omi TV for a quick, you know, 10 minutes, and then we're going to jump back onto stream. And after that, we'll be carrying on, man. We've got some great things to talk about. But guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment on the stream, guys. Even from now, if you're on Kick, open a tab on YouTube. Go onto YouTube, like the stream right now. You can't comment on it, I'm sure, until it's finished. But yeah, like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys. And I appreciate you guys. Okay, so yeah, let's go on Omi TV. See what degenerates we can find today, and then we'll come back on to the rest of the stream. Oh yeah. Ling Ling. Hello, how are you?
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Wait, am I on your podcast?
Sweet and sour fried chicken.
Wait, you can't be saying that. You wearing a cross.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you have to kill racism with racism. We have to be able to joke around with each other.
I can't, bro.
Bro, if you call me Abdul or like, you know.
No. I got baptized, little brother. It's not like that.
Bro, you're too sensitive, bro.
Hey,
and that's why you got blonde hair, man.
It's okay. Hey, have a blessed day.
Hey, before you go, let me. I wanted to ask him quickly what country he's from.
A noob in my server, bruh.
Bro, you're like 10 years old, brother. Link for the YouTube. I guess the guys can put a link in the chat for you guys on Kick. So you guys, yeah. Yes, Nate. Yes, Hamza. What's happening, brother? I hope you're doing well. And you know what? It's good that I've got a few of the Muslim brothers in the chat today. I'm happy that we have Christians and Muslims in the chat today, because what I'm going to be talking about next is going to be very interesting, and I want to have takes from both sides. And yeah, I agree with Hamza. Like, you know, Hamza, I agree with. Like, you should be able to make fun out of anything, bro. Like, the only thing I wouldn't do is make fun out of someone else's prophet or go deep into religion or, you know, antagonize people. You know, I wouldn't antagonize someone, but to have joking around, banter about ethnicities, nations, and even religion, like, you know, I think it's fine as long as you're not disrespectful. I tried to watch a whatever podcast by Brian Atlas and felt more stupid every minute I was watching it. Crazy how far we got. Yeah, bro. More of my Muslims in here, I see. Yeah, man. Brian Atlas's show is one shit. I think he could do a lot of better of a job, but also the girls that he brings on there, because he doesn't control the platform that well, it does end up being very retarded. My white mates call me jihadi all the time. Come on, bro. That's how you kill racism. You kill racism with racism. If you're my Indian friend, I'm going to call you a G. If you're my black friend, I'm going to call you a criminal. If you're my white friend, I'm going to call you a hillbilly. If you're my Greek friend, I'm going to call you a queer. If you're my Turkish friend, I'm going to probably call you a doner kebab or whatever it is, bro. Like, look, whatever it is, like, you know, people need to be less sensitive. Racism, when it's joking around, is absolutely fine. And the reason that we've got to the stage that where we are right now is because things used to be like that where you could joke around. You can't even make a rush hour these days. If they made a rush hour in 2026, it's going to be fucking shit. Chris Tucker's going to be making fun out of a Ling Ling, and you're going to have someone there, well, you can't say that. Do you get what I'm saying? Come on, man. So in a free society, people criticize Christianity but can't criticize Muhammad. No, that's where I think it takes it too far. Now, if I had a Muslim friend of mine dissing off Jesus to me, I would fight him. That would not be my friend anymore. That for me would be, like, obviously it's blasphemous, but that would be disrespectful to me. Like, I wouldn't accept that. Now, if he called me a queer for being Greek or, you know, a mummy's boy or something like that, I would accept it. Now, if I called a Muslim Muhammad or Abdul, that's completely fine as well. But then if I started going into eschatology and started talking shit about like their prophet, you know, obviously not mine, but, you know, I don't believe in Islam, obviously. I'm Christian Orthodox. But if I started going deep into their religion and being majorly disrespectful, then I think then that's gone too far, right? Even what Chud the Builder's doing, man. I don't like what Chud the Builder's doing is crazy. Going around calling black people the N-word with the hard ER. Like, you're not doing nothing positive in this world. Now, you know, if I have Omegle up and I'm calling someone a Tyrone, and then we start talking about something, and then Black Lives Matter comes into it, and I say that majority of blacks happen to be criminals. No, not majority, but, you know, majority of the crime happen to be done by blacks, and blacks in general are criminals. Then that's completely fine. I don't think that's too far, right? But if I started going like, saying that hard ER and saying, I want to send people back to slavery and something like that, then that is going too far. I do think there is, and I don't even think it's a fine line. I think it's very blatant what is disrespectful and what is a joke. Yeah, I don't think you can criticize religion. Like, look, if you're going to criticize religion, then you really have to have a respectful dialogue between, whether it's a Protestant and an Orthodox guy, or a Catholic guy and an Orthodox guy, or a Christian and a Muslim, or Christian and a Hindu. Look, this is another thing. I do criticize religions, but none of the Abrahamic religions. I am critical of Hindus because, they pray to cows and shit, and I think that's just weird and it's pagan. But in general, I do agree with what Hamza said. I don't think it is productive to criticize religion, especially disrespectfully, unless you're going to sit there, debate, go back and forth, and actually speak on what is the true church, right? Yeah, exactly. Hamza's right. That's a debate. I'm absolutely fine with you or anyone else criticizing my faith. Pull it to shreds to find your truth. Can't say the same for Islam, Muslims, or Muhammad. I'm absolutely... Let me read that one more time. Sorry, the chat's actually going quicker than I'm expected, which is good. I'm not complaining. I'm absolutely fine with you or anyone criticizing my faith. Pull it to shreds to find your truth. Can't say the same for Islam, Muslims, or Muhammad. Well, look, this is another thing. Look, say, for example, in 3-4 years from now, Jobo, Mendel, let's say 2-3 years from now, I'm a great debater, I believe, right? Say my eschatology goes through the roof and I could debate eschatology to the point where I'm proud of it and I think I'm good enough to debate it. I'm down to go up against Muslim brothers and debate them, or Jews or Protestants, and debate them and, break down their religion and tell them why I believe their religion is not true. I don't mind doing that. That's completely fine. But for me to come out and say derogatory terms in religious terms, or to antagonize in that way, I just don't like. For example, that Jake Lang guy, right? He goes round and he slaps which I'm going to talk about Jake Lang actually. He slaps around like bacon on the Quran. For me, that is not going to be productive. You're better off going and debating a Muslim and telling him why you believe Christianity or even your denomination is the right one. Can't paint everyone with the same paintbrush. That's absolutely true as well. I'll be so real in my own opinion. There ain't other religions other than Judaism and Christianity and Islam. I agree there as well. The rest is just all made up. That's how we found out our truth. No, you're right. Jobo, you're right. Look, I agree with you. Debating religions is fine. Jobo, look, you're saying that, yeah? Mendel, you're saying that Muslims want to harm you, right? But me, brother, I'm from Enfield, Edmonton. I'm from North London. I'm a Greek Cypriot boy who grew up, with Greek Cypriot culture, Christian, and I grew up in an area where it was predominantly either blacks, which a lot of the blacks are Christian, Africans and Caribbean people, but I grew up with a lot of Turks, yeah? I grew up with a lot of Turks who are Muslim, right? Now, no Muslim in general, no Muslim was ever disrespectful towards me about my ethnicity, about my religion, didn't treat me any less. In fact, I used to go and eat at a lot of Muslim households. I had a lot of close, and I still do have a lot of Muslim friends. Now, Muslims have never treated me like the Jews treat, not me, but the Jews treat Christians, like a goyim, right? I've never seen that. Now, am I saying that all Muslims are good? Absolutely not. I know there's extreme Muslims. I'm very critical of the Pakistani Muslims in the UK, the guys in grooming gangs, the guys that are trying to push the religion in the UK, which happens to be a Christian nation. I agree with that. England is a Christian nation, and I believe that all the politicians that run England should be Christian because I'm a Christian nationalist. Yeah, not a white nationalist, a Christian nationalist. However, I don't think we should take all mosques out of England. I don't think we should take all synagogues out of England. You know, I think we just have to limit it. I think we shouldn't be teaching other religions in schools. I think we should be a predominantly Christian country. However, if we're going to sit here and act like Muslims are the problem and Muslims treat Christians very poorly, when in my experience and my research, Muslims treat Christians way better than the Jews do, brother. Way better than the Jews do, brother. They believe in Jesus, at least. They don't believe he's the God like we do, but at least they believe he's a prophet. You know, the Jews believe that he's burning in hell. That's what the Jews believe. The Jews spit on us in the Middle East. You're never going to find a Muslim spitting on you. In fact, in the Middle East, a lot of the countries, it's actually illegal to talk negatively about Jesus or Mary. We've seen in Jerusalem, Jews putting cigarettes in Mary's mouth, in like a statue of Mary's mouth. We've seen them knock down crosses, make fun out of Jesus, mock him. Come on, man. Like, there's no way I would say that we are treated better by Muslims than the Jews. It's not the Muslims that are making our women go into OnlyFans, yeah? It's not the Muslims that are taking out our churches. It's not the Muslims that are running pornography. It's not the Muslims that are running our politicians, yeah? And look, even if you want to talk about mass immigration, again, it's down to the Jews. If you are going across the Middle East, bombing Lebanon, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, all these countries, and these people have no place to stay, Palestine, then, you know, eventually they're going to have to come to a place where they can actually build themselves up. And a lot of times they come to the West and they flood our countries. And do I want to see my country flooded with people from the Middle East? No. But I also understand that we can't go and bomb these innocent people and then get upset and angry about it when they come to our countries to live. Violating people in that way just shows you got some. Yeah, I do think it's low IQ because I think you should be able to have a debate with people and go back and forth. I'm from Liverpool, where the first mosque in the UK was founded. I'm talking generally. You or anyone can pick my faith apart or find your truth. We can't do the same with Islam due to fear of an extreme response. Well, look, I'm a Christian guy that's got big fucking balls, big cojones, and I have Muslim friends. I grew up around Muslims. In fact, in my last post about, Turkey and Cyprus, a lot of my supporters are Muslim, and I am still critical of Muslims when they do things wrong. But I think that I can criticize Muslims and be fine with it. Like, the Muslims I know can take the criticism fine, and if they disagree with it, they disagree. Even someone like Hamza in my chat, he might disagree with what I said about maybe even like having politicians that should be Christian, for example, but we can agree to disagree. I don't think there's going to be that many extremist Muslims that are going to want to kill me for my views. Now, am I saying these guys don't exist? They do, Jobo. They do. I'm not saying they don't exist. And I've called some of them out publicly. But in general, this is not majority of Muslims, man. All right, let me read the chat a little bit more. As a Pakistani Muslim who actually knows my religion, I don't think all Muslims want to harm anyone who disrespects their religion. Muslims in the 21st century can't be compared to what actual Muslims should be like and behave. They don't believe in Jesus. If you believe Jesus Christ is God, you got it wrong. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Look, as you know, bro, Catholics and Orthodox, we believe in the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I do believe that Jesus is God. And obviously they don't. But yeah, man, that's my take on what I've been saying so far. I'll respond to a few other things and then we'll go back on Omegle. If you want to talk about how Muslims should be and behave, please do your research into Prophet and his comparisons. There are our role models. This is our blueprint, just like Christians we have. A lot of Muslims who have lost their way and don't follow the religion how it should be followed. Good. I like your take on that. Well, look. Jobo, I don't think there's no point going back and forth with him, telling him why Jesus is the truth. Look, as a Christian, Maybe Hamza one day will turn to Christianity and maybe see that Jesus is the truth. Now, a lot of people are converting to orthodoxy right now. Even a lot of Muslims happen to be. But I don't think it's the right place for us to have those conversations, because I think for him to see that truth, we really need to dive deep into eschatology. And the best way we can do that, honestly, if you want to see any debates amongst Muslims and Christian Orthodox or other Christians or Catholicism, I think just go type in Jay Dyer. He's gone against a lot of Muslims, Israelites. Israelites happen to be retards as well. Right, you know those black guys who believe that they're the true Jews and all of that garbage. Them guys are retards as well. But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go back to Omi TV. Good conversation with you guys. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go back to America. Is that Trev? Bro, that's Trev's little brother. Shit. Hey, do you have a brother called Trevor?
Trevor?
Bro, you look like my boy Trev a lot.
Oh, I look like your boy.
Yeah,
Trevor.
Freeman. Okay. His name's Freeman. He's a big DJ. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a little bit of EDM.
Yeah, bro, that's what he does. EDM. Bro, you're literally like the young Trev.
Hell yeah.
So, brother, how do you feel? Yeah, about Jewish supremacy.
I dislike the higher state of Israel.
Bro, I think you have I saw a bug going across your camera. There was a bug on your camera.
You sure want an ash that fell on it?
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, what was you saying?
I don't fuck with the Jewish. I don't fuck with none of that pedophilia shit. I don't fuck with that transgender in school shit. I don't fuck with that illegal transgender stuff.
So would you say the Austrian painter did have some good takes and he was probably trying to do good in the world?
I would say the Austrian painter, whose name
let's not mention it.
Yeah.
AH.
I feel like there's such a distaste with that name when the ideals originally started with very caring, like caring for Germany and caring for like the children of the future of Germany and all of that, because of what was going on back then. I don't like the image that has been painted with Auschwitz and all of that, considering like we've had Australian scientists go to Auschwitz and like take samples out of the ground and they didn't find not one bit of any Jewish DNA and none of the bodies were found, and like 6 million Jews, come on, there weren't that many.
There was not even 3 million in Germany at the time.
Exactly.
And you know the Red Cross 271,000. That's what the Red Cross said. The Red Cross said 271,000. But brother,
that's more realistic.
God bless you, man. You are based, and they don't talk about how many Christians actually died during World War II, which was way more than that, right?
Yeah, they don't talk about any of the
Bolshevik
people.
The Bolshevik
by Jewish people. Yeah, like that, bro. They don't talk about none of that, bro. And it's upsetting because the maker of our history books in America,
the Rockefellers,
Nick Corman or something or whatever.
The Jews.
Jewish family.
Yeah.
It's literally a Jewish family. Yeah, like they literally write our history books. Like we grow up learning from them. Like
how old are you, brother? How old are you?
Like even with the Epstein and the kids and the McDonald's bullshit, like
no, it's true. This guy's based.
Crazy because like this shit should not be happening. Like you would think humans have morals.
Yeah.
Like, but they don't.
How old are you, brother? How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. You're a very smart guy for your age, man. It's good.
I appreciate it.
It's good that you've done your due diligence and gone out there and done your research yourself, because a lot of people are brainwashed and they'll just believe anything the school or the media tells them. But are you Christian?
I was Muslim in jail. And I did 2.5 years, so I was Muslim for a while.
It's funny you say that, because I know everyone in my chat is going to be talking shit now. Because we have, so basically, majority of my chat are Christian, but we do have Muslim brothers in there. So like, it's like, it's kind of a the people that watch me is like, I would say like 70% Christians and then 30% Muslims. Yeah. But the reason I asked you is because I was born Orthodox Christian, right? But I only come back to my faith really deeply the last couple years. And one of the reasons I got back into my faith is because the amount of hate that they have for Jesus Christ, the Jews, it's definitely the truth, man. Like Jesus Christ is the truth. He is the true God.
I very much feel so. I grew up in a Southern Baptist. Like, I converted, but I do not claim to be Muslim. I think they're very strong in their faith, and they live by it. And I didn't for a long time after claiming that. And I don't feel as though I am Muslim. I believe I am Christian. I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and all of that. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church.
God bless you, man. And look, I agree. Like the Muslims do things right as well. Like I think they are strict on their religion, which I think a lot of Christians need to become more strict. And another thing I would say, the best thing that the Muslims do compared to us Christians is they have their women in check. Unfortunately.
Yes. And I feel like it's not even having their women in check. Their women have morals, and their women have an appreciation for what the man brings to the household. And in a lot of Western beliefs, like, that's not as much appreciated, and women don't look for it as much.
Correct. And
yeah, I feel as though they'd be happier.
Well, this is what we need to do to our Christian women. One, we need to shame them, because I think shame works very well within women.
Yes.
Shaming in public, and also just guiding them and leading them, obviously, and telling them what's right and what's wrong. And getting them back into the church, man. I think that's the way forward.
Yeah.
But
I believe there is a level to that shame with shaming in public. I don't believe as though every woman who doesn't necessarily feel they need a man should be shamed. Although when it comes to women who are out here selling their bodies and out here doing such immoral things, I definitely believe those.
Yeah, like OnlyFans, for example.
Definitely.
The only reason that OnlyFans is declining now is because we shamed women so much for it in the last 2-3 years. Before that, if you remember, when OnlyFans come out, it was almost like a popular thing and cool thing to do.
Yeah, go make your bag. Or
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Nowadays, but I agree with you, and I think, look, I don't think we should shame women for not wanting to have a man and a family, but we should also tell women that that's where you're going to get your fulfillment from. You have to prioritize having a family and a man over having a career, because a career is not going to make you that happy. And at the end of the day, if a woman passes away, touch wood, her boss is going to replace her the next day. Within her husband's not going to do that. So that's the big difference.
Literally.
But yeah, brother, I'll move on. Catch us on stream.
I really appreciate
the Natural Effect podcast. We stream on Kick and YouTube, man. So if you want to join us ever.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll definitely check that shit out. Natural Effect?
Yeah, the Natural Effect podcast. What are you playing? What game are you playing right now?
I'm playing The Crew. I play it instead of Forza because it's got bikes.
Oh, Forza's hard. Forza's hard.
I love Forza.
So you got an Xbox, I'm guessing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember Forza never used to come out on PlayStation. That was one Xbox game that I used to love that you couldn't find on PlayStation.
Hell yeah. All right, bet. I just subscribed. Hell yeah.
All right, brother. Well, look, God bless you. What's that?
I see you on the AK on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm starting up, man. I think that within 6 months I'll be one of the biggest creators over there. But we've got to start one step at a time. But God bless you.
You definitely doing. You definitely making it, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. God bless you.
From the UK?
What's that? I'm from the UK, but I live in Cali. I live in California.
Oh hell yeah! So you're doing it right.
Yeah. Where do you live?
Yeah. I live in Virginia, but I'm from Florida.
Okay, cool, nice. Oh, I love Florida. I actually visit Florida quite a lot. Yeah. All right, brother. Have a great night.
God bless.
Take care. Bye bye.
You too.
Base guy, man. Do you know what is funny as well? Because he didn't look like he would be base, right? He looked like a liberal, if you had to guess, and he wasn't at all. No. Bro, gooning, bro. Gooning. Fucking hell. Bro, you gotta be a special individual to come on an Omi TV to goon. Like, come on, man. Oh my God. Look, what is that?
It does work.
Oh, is that a man?
Oh my God, it charges up the fucking shotgun. I can see it.
Bro, are you a man or a woman?
What'd you say?
Are you a man or woman?
I'm a man.
Okay. Well, you're not one of these trans motherfuckers, are you?
Why would I want to do that? I ain't no gay.
Okay. I don't know. You give off a little bit of those vibes. I'm not going to lie.
Wowzers.
What, bro? This is what I'm going to say to you. Jim, Stop playing video games and get in the fucking gym, man. It's not.
Already in the gym, jackass.
Bro, so why the fuck are you so fat then?
Because I just started, jackass.
All right, cool. And another thing, you need to
suck my dick.
Wait, you need to go get a haircut.
Got more bodies
Wait.
than you, faggot.
More bodies, you wish, bro. Bro.
Than you ever will, bitch.
Cuz, you look like, if I typed in incel in the dictionary, I would expect to see your face. And it's very ironic that
If I
you...
typed Jew in the dictionary, I'd expect to see your face, you Greek.
Oh, shit, all right, you cooked me there. I can't lie. You cooked me hard. That's probably the worst thing you could have said to me. So, are we going to throw a Roman together?
You know what?
A Roman salute.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
What do you mean? You just cussed Jews off?
Do your faggot shit work?
What? So, do you feel like Ye's a faggot then? Bro, stop playing video games, you fat fuck. Get in the fucking gym. Go get a trim. You look like you look like Patrick from fucking SpongeBob. You fat Rikishi looking motherfucker. You look like Rikishi's little brother. You are obese. You are a fucking whale. You fucking ape. Huh?
How tall is you, bro?
Bro, what the fuck even are you, bro? You look like a fat Hector Eduardo.
6'3". I play football. I'll whip your ass.
You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit with your fucking triple chin.
Look at this, nigga. Hey, you can't do this though, can you? You can't do that though, can you? You can't do that though, can you? Bitch ass nigga, you a little nigga. You a little nigga. You like
bro,
5'2",
can you see your dick? Can you see your dick?
Yes, I can. My
no,
dick
you
big.
can't, bro.
I got a
No, you can't, bro. You can't. Look at your hair. It looks like it's got a bird's nest in it. You fucking. Alright, let's do
to my bun.
Ah, bro, Tyrone, man. Yeah, no, you look like a kid.
Hi, hello.
Oh, are you guys a couple?
Who's who?
With bro. Oh shit, she went bad. What did she next me for? Oh no, not her. She thought I was talking about her. The thing before was not bad, little Latina. Should we just go to England for a little bit? Just go see what our Brits are saying.
JavaScript you first, bitch.
You know what it is as well? A lot of people notice I'm streaming and they don't even be on camera. Bro. His mum and dad are definitely cousins. Innit? Don't lie, your mum and dad are, oh my god, you do look a little bit hillbilly.
Excuse me?
Are you from the south?
Yes.
Is your mum and dad cousins?
No.
You sure?
Absolutely positive.
What are you eating? What the fuck is that shit?
It's liquid IVs.
Why are you having that?
Because there's nothing else to eat in this station.
So you're eating a liquefied IV? Like, ain't there no fruit?
Yes.
Like, no coconut water, fruit, dates?
No.
All right, let's get to the main topic, Mr. Inbred. How do you feel about Jewish supremacy?
I don't know.
Right. And this is another thing. A lot of conservatives, Republicans, they happen to be like this guy, retards from the South, mum and dad cousins, look like an inbred, you know. And this is why the white women have completely gone
I'm
off.
not inbred, though.
Bro, you look and act inbred.
I'm not inbred.
You look like the guy from fucking, you know, Men in Black, the guy who carries around that little ball with him, the little, bro, where's that guy? Let me get a picture of him up. Look, he's taking me to...
This dude is like a Timu version of Ronaldo. Oh, God.
Men in Black. Inbred.
All right, you can have him look back at you now.
One sec.
Not
I
inbred,
need
though.
to show you guys who I'm talking about. Where is he, man? Oh, he's left. Oh, Shaniqua. What's happening, ladies?
Can you skip?
No, I just want to look at my black queens. Can you skip? That's how lazy the average black woman is. She couldn't even be bothered to skip. But bro, I
You
want
skipped? No, she did.
guys, how do you feel about Jewish supremacy?
No, no Jews, dude. No.
Tell
Jews.
them, bro. Send them back to Israel, right? Yeah. Are you guys gonna watch the UFC? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. What does it say? Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Trump.
bro, yeah, let's be honest though, bro. Trump definitely traited us up. No, he's a traitor.
What the fuck? Dude, Trump's great.
Nah,
Trump's
bro.
great.
Bro.
Why on that? What the fuck did Kamala do to us, though? Deadass.
Bro,
Biden.
listen. I'm not saying Kamala's any better. If I had to pick between Trump and Kamala, I'd pick Trump every single fucking time. But he sold us out. But he sold us out to the Jews, man. He sold us out to the Jews. You know?
Yo, wait, hold on. Are you doing like a podcast or some shit?
Yeah, we're on stream right now. Yeah.
Great.
Did Trump sell us out to the Jews? Yes or no?
Well, that's a hard question, dude.
Bro, you know he did, bro, man. Come on, bro.
I'm too retarded to be doing
bro,
that.
he turned on he turned on everyone. He turned on everyone that helped him get become president. Like Meghan Kelly.
Bro, I don't know. I just like him, dude. I just like him.
Bro, you gotta understand geopolitics to like him though, bro. Like I liked him in 2016 when it weren't popular. I liked him in 2020, but in 2020, what's that?
2016 was a good ass year.
It was. That was great. That's what his first actually run was actually good. And you know, he was talking about not taking money from AIPAC, all of this shit. And now he takes money from AIPAC. He does everything Israel asks him to do. It's an L, man. We need to get him out of the country, including Trump. Trump should
where
be.
are you from?
So I live in California. My background is Greek, Cypriot. So, you know, and as you guys can see, I'm a Christian. I'm Orthodox Christian. So I'm a Christian nationalist.
Good.
What about you guys? What's your backgrounds?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
Like, I'm actually from Brazil.
Oh, nice. And then you?
From Florida.
Florida. Okay. And you're white? You're just normal white?
I moved here
Okay.
like time ago.
So what are you saying, bro? Is Alex Partan Pereira going to knock out Cyril Gane this Sunday? What are you saying?
Oh, yeah.
You guys like UFC?
Yeah, I do. I like boxing more, though, but...
I prefer UFC, MMA over boxing, but boxing's good too.
Do you like Charles the Bronx?
Who's that?
Charles Oliveira.
Charles Oliveira. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Charles Oliveira's a legend, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like his last fight, though. His last fight, he was a little bit of a letdown against Max Holloway, because when you're fighting for the BMF, you can't wrestle like that, man. You got to stand and strike, man, if you're a badass motherfucker. But anyway, guys, God bless you guys. Jesus is king. Have a great day.
What's your stream? What's your channel, though?
The Natural Effect Podcast on YouTube and Kick. When we talk about the Jews, we go over to Kick. When we don't, we're on YouTube. So, the Natural Effect Podcast. All right. God bless you guys. Have a good one. What's that?
Wait, I'm in natural.
The Natural Effect Podcast.
Oh, yeah. I got it. All right. Thank you, bro.
Have a good one, boys. Take care. Look, even the girls are just vaping the shit, man. Look at them. Everyone's
They're
vaping.
carts.
What's that?
They're carts. It's weed.
Oh, it's weed. At least it's weed. At least it's weed.
Oh.
We smoking some real weed here. Oh, fuck her. Dumbass fucking white bitch. Gotta be racist to everyone, guys. Oh my God, we caught a... Oh, whale, but she's probably young. But she did need to hit the gym, man. Austin Anderson. Bro, you look funny. That guy was pissed.
It's good to know. Hey.
All right, cool. Let's change the country for 2 secs. Let's go to the UK. Let's see what the UK is saying. Hey, these men are definitely not in the UK, fam. That man was straight in Africa, 100 million%.
I don't want to play like bro.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, but what's that? Is that Galatasaray? Fenerbahce. She supports. Yeah, do you know what? I'm actually Greek. How do you feel about your Greek neighbors?
I don't feel anything. I love you guys.
Yeah, actually, it spoke positively about you guys as well. I actually brought out a post recently where I was talking about I would rather align with Turks than align with Jews. I don't want to align with Jews at all. Because, you know, Jews are trying to buy up a lot of the land in Greece and Cyprus. And I think that is a problem for us to let them guys into our country.
I'm Jewish.
So what? I don't care. Like, you guys, like, what do you want me to tell you guys? You guys are a problem. You guys run the pornography, you run OnlyFans, you run the politicians, you create all the wars, you've been bombing innocent babies and children across the world. Like, no one likes you guys, man. Huh?
Okay. No, you're right. You're getting too political for us now. We just want to make friends here, okay? So we're just going to skip now.
Well, Galatasaray is better than Fenerbahce. How about that? Manchester United suck. Arsenal, champions. Arsenal FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And it's Arsenal. What?
And then wait, another one. Do you remember what these angles are, right? I think one was a penalty.
I know what he's doing there. The little fat fucker.
And one was another one that went.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you know what it reminds me of when I see United fans taking the mick out of an Arsenal fan? It's like me driving a Rolls Royce and you driving a Nissan Micra and you turn around to me and you're like, ha, your colour of your Rolls Royce is disgusting. And you're driving a Micra. Like, bro, where the fuck was you in Europe? Huh?
You rented your Rolls Royce for a year.
Bro, we're champions. 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 Champions.
22 years. You were sat there driving a Nissan
Anyway,
Micra for 22
anyway,
years.
look.
You thought, fuck it, I'm going to get a Rolls Royce.
Look. Let's talk the real Let's get to the real topic right now. Let's get off football. Because
public safety.
Nah,
Gabriel's penalty nearly killed me. And then he flew out the stadium, flew over the ocean, hit me on the head.
He's cooking me.
Public safety
Chat,
involved, yeah?
chat, he's cooking me. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm getting cooked right now. Yeah, I'm getting cooked. I have to be honest. Like, I can't lie. He's cooking me right now.
In the Champions League.
The fat fucking Manchester fuck is cooking me right now.
7 players at the back.
Bro,
you still lost.
you better fly out to fucking Cali, bro. I'll fucking fist fight you right now. All right. How do you feel about?
Who picked the defender? Who picked the defender to take a penalty?
It was a bad pick. It was terrible.
He never taken a penalty in his life.
All right, listen. I'm going to give you a compliment. And then we're going to move on. Manchester United have been the most improved country. Man United have been the most improved club this year in the Premier League. It's funny because my cousin who I live with, he's a Man United fanatic.
Yeah, he's a normal one.
He's a normal one. But let's be honest though. He was happy that we won the league over City. Was you? Be honest. Who would you prefer?
No, I'd rather have City win. I don't care.
Is
Arsenal
it?
Fucking shit. I hate City.
Huh?
No, I hate City, but I hate Arsenal even more.
Okay.
Look, I can tank a City winning the Premier again. I don't care. But Arsenal, no.
But it happened, brother. It happened.
You know what's gonna happen? It's never gonna happen again.
Hey, how do you feel about Jewish supremacy in the West?
Years, by the way.
How do you feel about Jewish supremacy in the West? Let's move on from the football.
Crazy change of topic there. Guys.
Yeah, it is, but
Arsenal new to Jewish supremacy in the West. All right, listen here, yeah. Look, I'm telling you now, right? Firstly, the US is only in the Iran war because of Israel.
Thank you. Based. You know what? This is my favorite Man United fan after my cousin Andy, obviously.
99% of the Senate funded by Jews. Bang.
Yep.
The Jews control the Senate because there's one person who doesn't like Israel. They'll pull the funding and then they'll give it to someone else. Bang.
Smart guy, man.
Bang. Let's think of some more.
And they run all politics in England as well, bro. Like Keir Starmer 100%. Is an undercover Jew as well.
Find one politician in the UK who don't like Israel except from fucking gay Zach Palansky, bro.
Yeah. Well, so like even Tommy Robinson, like I don't like him either because I think he's like a controlled opposition. It's like, bro, yeah, I get what you're saying about the Muslims, and I don't want tons of Muslims in my country either. However, he never mentions Israel. He never mentions the Jews. Yeah, he never mentions, all the fuckery that they do. But I'm happy to see that you're a smart guy, man. Smart guy.
This is what I'm saying, though. I don't have a problem with immigrants who come into the country, don't commit crime, pay their taxes, and get a job.
Yeah.
and contribute.
100%.
Fuck. If you do that, I'm calm. That's what my dad did when he came here. But if you come here and you just ride off the country, then just fuck off.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Where's your dad from?
Like,
What's his background?
Italy.
Okay, we're similar. I'm Greek. So,
okay.
And I'd honestly say, like, Greeks, Italians, Irish, some of the best immigrants across the world. Like, you guys kind of owe us a thank you, if you want me to be honest with you, because the majority of buildings, the infrastructure that you guys are seeing right now, is done by white Europeans. So,
like, brother, if you look at like the Polish people, yeah, if they came to this country, they put their back in, bro.
Yeah, they do. The Polish work hard, man. It's funny how do you know what, you say that, and I saw something like 2 days ago, and it was like a Polish guy who come from Poland, and he made a company that was worth 100 million, but then he fucked off back to Poland. And obviously, I don't like that, obviously, yeah. But at the same time, all the comments were like, even he knows the UK's cooked. Like, you don't want to be surrounded.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
This is what the problem is, right? People, the Green Party, whatever, yeah, they say raise the taxes, and then everyone will be fine. But if you raise the taxes, all the big companies, all the big people, the millionaires who you don't like, they fuck off.
Yeah.
And without the millionaires, you're fucked.
You're fucked. The middle class vanishes.
They're the top 1%, yeah, top 1%, but they probably contribute 20-30% to the taxes.
Well, you're right. They're the ones who feed the middle class at the end of the day.
That's what I mean, 100%.
Yeah. No, you're right. All right, this guy's based, man. It's good to see a United fan who's smart.
The rich fuck off. You've been complaining about jobs, complaining about I can't get a job. If they fuck off, if their companies fuck off, then you're fucked.
Hey, guys, someone drop the Discord in the chat, man. Someone drop the Discord in the chat. Guys keep asking. Everyone wants to join the Discord at the moment. So, can he kick a ball? He looks like he can't.
Discord in the chat. Drop the Discord in the chat, guys.
Well, people are making fun out of you. People are saying that you look like you can't even kick a ball.
Now, to be fair, I did play in goalkeeper. I'm not the one for running past.
Chat, you guys did cook him up a little bit there as well. Look, goalkeeper. If you're a goalkeeper, do you know what you should play? I play a sport. Don't judge, bro. Don't judge until you see it. It's called foot golf, right?
Oh, fuck off, man. I know what you're chatting about.
Bro, it's fucking sick. Go try it once and tell me you're not going to enjoy it. Yeah, go try it once. All right?
No, bro. Get into rugby, bro.
No, you guys can put the Discord in the chat, bro.
Put the Discord in the chat. Put the Discord in the chat now.
What would you say?
Like, don't put the Discord in the chat. Don't put the Discord in the chat. Run this guy. Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't put the Discord in the chat. Put the Discord in the chat.
Back to the United fan. All right.
Yeah. No, sorry. Back to the best club in the world fan. Sorry.
Best club in the world. It's been a while since that, right, bro? Last year, didn't you nearly get relegated? Didn't you nearly get relegated like Spurs?
Yeah, but look, that's the Americans' fault. We don't talk about that.
Who, the Glazers?
100%. Fuck the Glazers. Fuck. Genuinely, right? If someone gave me the death note right now, the Glazers are gone.
Well, bro,
Jim Ratcliffe gone.
Aren't they as well? Ain't they Jews as well?
Bro, probably.
Yeah.
I don't even care. And you know what? Do you know what I hate the Jews for, yeah?
Go ahead.
You know what I hate the Jews for? I despise the Jews for cancelling Wireless. I wanted to see Kanye for 2 days, and they got me cancelled.
And we wanted to hear him actually perform HH as well.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what
I would sing the lyrics, but I'm not trying to get you banned.
Dun, dun, dun. I actually have the music. I have the... Yeah, now you can't hear it, but everyone else can hear it.
Yeah, hold on.
The Natural Effect Podcast.
Are you ready for this? Hold on.
The Natural Effect Podcast.
That is not the right song.
No, I was going to say that, ain't it?
I can't find it. I was going to try and remix it.
What, are you streaming as well?
No, mate. I'm just sat on a lead.
Just having fun, yeah?
But I've got my math exam tomorrow, bro. I'm cooked.
What, you ain't studied at all?
Oh no! Look! I'm not cooked because I'm a perform. Don't you worry. But I'm telling you now, I've not revised a single day, and I've not done no revision. But I'm good.
I'll tell you what to do. You're gonna go sleep now. You're gonna have an early night. Well, it's not actually that early, bro. You have to. You wake up early, and the best time to revise is right before you go there. That's what I used to do.
Yeah, trust me.
Well, look, I wish you the best.
I've got the knowledge.
All right, cool.
Do you worry?
Well, look. What's more important than maths is understanding who runs the world, and you know that for sure. So
the most important thing other than maths is hating on Arsenal and supporting Man U and hating the Jews.
all right, yeah.
Fuck Arsenal.
All right,
Fuck
brother.
Arsenal.
I'll let you
Fuck
go.
Arsenal.
Come over to.
Fuck
All right, bro. You said it, bro. Chill out. I get it. You're upset, man. I get you're upset. We are champions. You're gonna have to hear it all summer that we're champions. It's called the Natural Effect Podcast. The natural. I'm on YouTube right now, but we're gonna go over to Kick soon.
Hold on. Natural Effect Podcast.
I'm back. Had to reply to a couple beanies first. The Muslim brother on the beanies. Well, that's the one thing about the Muslim brother. He's actually going to be able to have multiple women. You know, on my behalf. You know,
why am I not on the screen, Gus? Why am I not on the screen?
You are.
Wait, get me on the screen now.
You are on the screen.
No, I'm not.
Is he not on the screen, guys?
Yo, you're... Actually, no, shit. That's not a live stream, Gus. Hold on. I'm on the screen. I am on the screen. I looked at the wrong thing. I'm gonna join the Discord.
Yeah, guys. Discord's just started right now, so the Discord's there in the chat, but it's about to get busy. I'm gonna build up a community of guys who want to be successful, guys who want to know the truth in the world. You know, we're gonna be striving to be the best version of ourselves, physically, mentally, financially.
Sub with noties on, and you know the live too, like the live.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
The live, boys.
This guy's going to be a moderator. I would make this guy the moderator, but I know as soon as anyone talks any shit about United or anything positive about Arsenal, he'll be fucking banning them from the chat. I know 100%. Make me a moderator right now.
Any Jewish people in the chat, you're banned.
Brother, God bless you. Have a great evening. I hope all the best of luck for tomorrow as well, right?
And that's some gay bum sex later. Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. This fucking guy. How old are you?
18.
18. What's your background? You look like you could be from my country. Like, are you Italian, Greek? What's that? Portuguese, you said?
I said, where are you from?
I live in Cali. I'm born and raised in London, but my family are Greek, Cyprus. Where are you from?
I'm Persian.
Persian makes sense now. How do you feel about the Iran and Israel war? How do you feel about the war in Iran with Israel?
What can I say at this rate? Like, actually, bro.
Well, do you feel like the Jews are doing good things or not?
At first, right? It was a good thing, but it's been prolonged and shit is just, I need to keep up. I'm trying to keep up.
All right, let me tell you quickly. In the West, the Iranians in the West have been manipulated. The Persians in the West have been manipulated to think that the IRGC is in the wrong. Now, I'm not saying that what the IRGC are like all great, but women are oppressed in Iran. Like, do you know that women in Iran are the fourth highest university, the fourth highest in the world for university qualifications? I also think that. Oops. Okay, fucking. Yeah, dumb bimbo, bro. But her internet was sucking. Wait, where are these guys from? That's not England for sure. People using VPNs. Always vaping, bro. These people are always vaping. But yeah. That guy definitely looks a bit noncy. Did he move his vape out of the way? Brother, what are you? What's your background? Albanian, Greek, Italian, Turkish?
The fuck? Why are you jumping to that conclusion exactly?
Bro, I'm taking a guess, bro. Chill out. Relax. Calm down. Okay. Calm down. What country are you from? Like, what's your background?
I mean, Britain. I mean, as far as I am aware, I do have family from Wales and Ireland. Based on my name, Frank Lund, which is Germanic. I suppose I have Germanic ancestry.
German?
I suppose so. I mean, it has been verified, but
Well, the Germans did great things, especially in the 1940s. What they were trying to do in the 1940s was amazing. No, I'm being serious. You think I'm laughing? I'm not joking, fella.
understand where you're coming from. Don't worry, I understand where you're coming
So
from.
you do feel like the fatigue on Jewish supremacy? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Hey, well, listen, man, things are a bit more complicated than that. That's all I'm going to say.
Come on, bro. Just stand on business, bro. Stand 10 toes down. Just say, look, the Jews run everything. They're a problem in the world. I'm not saying all Jews are bad, but it just happens to be that we're run by, you know, who? The small hats.
Are you streaming at the moment?
Yes. So be careful because you might lose your job.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything further.
All right. Well, look, God bless you, brother. Big up to your roots and have a great day, okay?
All right.
Bro, Germans be the most scared people, bro. I don't know what the fuck they do to the Germans. Nate, you want half twerking for Islam tonight, bro? What's that? What's he meant to say? Oh, because I know what Joba's gonna say. He's saying because how old are you?
18.
18. Where are you from?
England.
Yeah, I know you're from England. Bro, why you got such bad internet? Your internet is cooked. How do you feel? Oh, bro, yeah, it's when the internet's so bad, it's just. Bro, I know what this guy's gonna say. Let me just stop the chat quickly. I know what he's gonna say, that because I said the IRGC are not in the wrong. The IRGC are not in the wrong, Joe. But and if you think that we're doing the right thing, going to war for Israel in the Middle East against Iran, then bro, like you are very not educated on that matter. And we can agree to disagree, but this is what I do. I literally research, like, you know, eschatology. I won't even fuck with you when it comes to eschatology, my guy. You've got that one, right? That's not something I'm that informed on. But if you want to talk about actual politics, I will cook. I will cook. And I can give loads of multiple reasons why us being in Iran is not a good idea right now. It doesn't benefit us. We're not there because they're a threat. We're just there for Israel. All right, cool. We're going to go back on stream, though, because there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about. Ling Ling. Ling Ling or Lupita? A lot of Mexican girls tend to look a little bit Indian, I'm not going to lie. Pajit. Jeets. King Jeets.
Who is that, bro?
Are you not Indian?
No,
Because you guys look well Indian, you know.
we're Egyptian.
I look Indian, bro.
Oh, he's my neighbor. He's my neighbor. He's Egyptian. I'm from Cyprus. So, you know, maybe like, what is it? Like
Call me Indian?
Bro, you look like Neon. Yeah, you look Indian. You look like, yeah, you look like Neon the streamer. You look like, meet me at the goody goody goody, yeah. You know, like,
That's a kid.
Ling Ling.
Hey, what's up?
What's
Am I
happening,
on the
brother?
show?
How you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Am I on the show? What show am I
You
on?
are. You're on the Natural Effect podcast where we talk about, you know, a variety of different things. But today we are talking about Jewish supremacy.
There's a Jew on your wall behind you, bro.
Yeah, he's the king.
King of the Jews, yeah. So Jewish supremacy. Here's what Jews are doing. Here, show this to your show.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we're on the same team, bro. So
No, I'm white, man.
What do you mean?
No
what?
teams here.
No. But I'm a Christian nationalist. But I talk about
I'm a white nationalist.
That's fine, but you're not actually realistic because we're not living in a nation of just white. So your worldview.
Well, yeah, that's because of Jews.
Yeah, I know that, but your worldview is not going to work in 2026. You have to be aware that some of the
It better work.
Huh?
It better work.
It's not. It's not. And let me tell you, you guys don't have your women in check. The white women are doing OnlyFans, majority of them. That's because the majority of white guys are fucking weak, you know? And
that's for white men to take accountability on. You guys can go like, where are you from? What's your
well, you're
Puerto Rican?
No, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Greek. So would you count me as being white?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what the fuck are you talking about?
So, but you're not a white nationalist.
No, and I can explain to you why. I think as long
he's not Greek. Someone in my chat says he's not Greek.
Pro. Okay, so I'm not Greek, but I have Greece flags, America flags, and crosses and Christian Orthodox symbolism everywhere. But I'm not Greek, apparently. Anyway,
where's your show at?
In California.
No, I'm saying like what?
Kick and Kick and YouTube. Kick and YouTube.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, look, I get your point. I do get like your point of white nationalism, being a white nationalist, and I do think that the white people have been attacked the most by Jews, and you know, making white people make out like they're the oppressors and all of this. It's bullshit because we live in their country.
White nations.
Yeah, I do agree
like
with
Greece.
you. I agree with you. However, I don't think moving forward, because a lot of the guys who come out and spoke against the Jews, yeah, aren't white. Now, are we meant to put those guys in a box and say, fuck those guys? No. As long as everyone's Christian moving forward, I'm happy with that. All our presidents should be Christian. Like, for example, someone like Myron Gaines or Candace Owens, for example. Are we going to turn around and say, oh, because she's black, you know, we don't want her in our country, even though she's done so many great things to, especially in like a commercialized world, you know, she's actually brought a lot of eyes onto Jewish supremacy and what the Jews are doing to us. So that's why I don't advocate for white supremacy. I advocate for, not white supremacy, sorry, white nationalism. I advocate for Christian nationalism. Now, I don't care whether you're black, brown, Chinese. If you're president of America, I want you to be Christian, right? That's my take on things. You don't have to be white, but you have to be Christian. Now, I get your point, and I do get where you're coming from, because the whites have been oppressed, I believe, the last 10 years to make out like, you know, slavery, this, and, you know, you can go around saying words like cracker, but you can't go around saying words like the N-word. However, I do think...
I say whatever.
That's fine. And me, look, this is another thing.
Someone in my chat asked what your socials were.
The natural nature is my social. Natural_Nate. I'll write it down so you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we should wait, one day we should collaborate, man, because it seems that we have a lot of the same views. But yeah, so going back to my point.
Well, I'm anti Abrahamic religion.
Well, why though?
I believe it was created by Jews 2,000 years ago to guilt trip people. There, you guys see his handle right there?
Well, look, my response to that is, if you read the New Testament, it's very critical of the Jews back in the day.
Are you from England?
Yeah, I haven't been in there in like 10 years, but yeah, originally I'm from England. But I'm an American patriot.
Okay.
But yeah, Christianity was obviously written by the 12 apostles who are Jews, and Jesus was a Jew, Aramaic if you want to go more specific. However, in our religion, especially in Christian Orthodoxy, we are very critical of Israel. We're very critical of the Jews. But Jesus Christ,
Orthodox.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is absolutely the truth and the God. So that's what I would say. I get it. That's not your take. Perhaps that's something where we don't align. We don't agree with. But yeah, another thing I don't agree with, which I know.
Well, in the scene that I'm in of white nationalism, Christianity is pretty prevalent. So it's pretty popular among you know.
Yeah. Well, look, a few of my friends, like there's a guy called Honorable Crusader who's like a white nationalist. He's a good friend of mine, and he agrees with a lot of my takes as well. But going back to the point, what I was saying is about religion. If it wasn't real, why would the Jews and Israelis and all these Zionists hate Jesus Christ and the Bible so much? There's a reason they hate it. It's because it's the truth.
Well, look at Ben Shapiro. Take Ben Shapiro just as a small example. I've talked to there's been many rabbis and Jews that come on this show that goes on every like midnight or so, that they promote Christianity. They want white people to be a part of Christianity. I mean, Christianity is only 20% white.
Bro, evangelicals.
My Bible is the 14 words and the 88 precepts. Are you aware of those?
No.
By David Lane?
No.
And you brought up Candace Owens and Myron Gaines earlier.
And also before we
32.
Yeah, what'd you say? All right, we'll go to Myron Gaines. But remember Chud the Builder. I do want to speak about Chud the Builder. Remember that topic, but we'll go back to that after. Now, you were saying about...
I have to end my show here in like 15 minutes, but...
All right, Myron Gaines and Candace Owens. What was you saying about them quickly?
They're promoting mixed race relationships.
No, they don't.
Candace Owens herself is in a mixed
she's with a white man. So
Myron
one minute.
is,
bro, you got to think with high IQ, bro. If it's a black woman, yeah, and she's based and she's conservative and she's a Christian and she decides to go for a white man who's a good white man, are we really going to sit down and say like that's bad?
Yeah, white people are now 7% global minority.
I
in the
agree.
world, you
We
know?
should be pushing white people to have more children and to be marrying each
with
other.
white people.
That's fine. And black people do exactly the same thing. Let's be honest. All races do, right? Having pedigree
Precept
of
32.
What's that?
Is Precept 32 is miscegenation, aka race mixing, is and always has been the greatest threat on the Aryan race.
All right, cool. Well, look, I think there's a reason for that. I think it's the Jews that control the media that push white women to not want white men. But yeah, another
I got a flyer for that too.
But anyway, back to Chud the Builder, what I was going to say now. I don't think that people like Chud the Builder are actually good for our society. Like, now, do I agree with his situation that happened with him pulling the gun and all of that? I'm actually on his side because I do think he had every right to pull out the gun and defend himself. Absolutely. But going around and antagonizing black people, calling them the hard ER for no reason is never going to be beneficial in our society. Is it entertaining? Maybe it's entertaining and funny, right? But is it productive? It's not productive, bro. It's not productive. You're better off there. You're better off sitting down with black people and actually telling them why they're a problem in society right now. You're better off doing that and coming out with the facts than actually going around like Chud the Builder does and doing what he does, you know? That's my take on Chud the Builder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see where you mean with that, with like the optics of how people look at it and stuff and how people receive the information. But, you know, I just, I'm not an expert on anything, you know, I don't have the solution. If I did, you know.
Well, the solution is to go back to Christianity because being white nationalist is never going to be the solution. That's never going to happen. You're never going to.
Christianity just teaches you to be weak, man, and
No. It actually teaches you to be. It teaches you to be strong, but Christian men have become weak. That's why I'm such a big advocate for orthodoxy, because in orthodoxy there's accountability. We don't take that bullshit. We don't take the LGBT.
You know Galatians 3:28.
No, I'm not that great with eschatology, but go ahead, tell me.
It's basically saying there's neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female, slave nor free, for we are all one under Christ Jesus.
I believe that though.
I don't.
Well, I do.
You think Africans who are eating each other are equal to white people who have created every civilization, including Greek, including Roman, including the United Kingdom, America?
You're straw man in the position, and I'll explain to you why. So now,
I'm not sure what straw manning is. I don't do debates.
Well, you're changing the position. Well, look, do white people have a higher IQ than black people? Obviously, yeah, that is out there. The statistics actually back that. Now, it was everyone made in the image of God. Yes. Can you be black and be a genius and be a great man and go live a very moral and ethical
Very
life?
unlikely.
Bro, it's more unlikely, but it is possible. In fact, a lot of my friends are black, and they are some of them are big Christians. Some of them are nationalists. Most of them, they're traditional, they're conservative, and I think what you're doing is gonna actually make things worse in America. I don't think that's how we're gonna get over, becoming a nationalist country again. White nationalism's never going to happen. We've got way too many Hispanics. We've got way too many blacks in here. It's just not realistic.
And Christianity is stopping people from. You do realize, like, your people had a religion before Christianity, right?
You do understand when you talk about Christianity. What I've noticed is you're talking about Protestants a lot and evangelical Christians. Like, if you talking about how, like, Christians, before you brought up Ben Shapiro and you was like, well, you know, Ben Shapiro wants people to become Christian. No, he don't. Ben Shapiro wants evangelical Christians who are Protestants who happen to believe that we should be supporting and looking after the Jews. But if you go to Catholicism or you go to Orthodoxy, that's not what we believe in at all. In fact, the real Israel is us. The Christians are the real Israel. Yeah? It's not when they talk about Israel in the church, they're not talking about the nation of Israel. They're talking about the people of Israel. Now, what I would recommend for you, brother, is go watch some debates between Jay Dyer and a few other Christians and Muslims.
Jay Dyer. I've heard of Jay Dyer.
Yeah, and I think Jay Dyer is definitely cooking. Definitely brings up a lot of good points.
You seem like a pretty good debater and pretty well versed on the knowledge of orthodoxy. There's a lot of Orthodox people that come into. Are you on X?
I am on X as well. The natural nature as well.
Okay, cool. I got your name sent in my chat, so I'm sure a lot of people will check you out or whatever. My name's Scully Bugs. I'm on a site that's like you might have heard of it, but
It's like
I'm
Kick
on like
Rumble?
a pro white site. No,
Mm.
nothing like that.
Okay.
Goyim TV.
It's called Goyim TV for real?
Yeah.
No
yeah.
way. Well, brother,
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll type it in.
As Goyim, yeah, type it in. People can check you out on my chat. Well, bro, as Goyim,
And
we
my
need to
flyers
unite.
are on there too. So
Okay, so it's
you
Goyim.
know, have you heard of Handsome Truth?
No.
Okay, no. Show him the chat. Now I'm not flipping the camera around right now. He's on Kick and stuff. You know,
Kick and YouTube, guys. Like I start off on YouTube, but then when we start talking about Jews and all the rest of it, we move on to Kick. Yeah.
But
Brother.
if you want to follow this account on X, they do a nightly space, and maybe it'll be good content for your show. I don't know what your content revolves around, if it's just Omi or whatever. But this account right here, they do debates on Christianity. There's a lot more guys that are well versed in the topic than me. So
I'm gonna take a picture, and let me tell you another thing as well. When it comes to politics, I would say that I'm very well diverse and I can talk about it forever. But when it comes to eschatology, I'm not that man. And I say it publicly. Like, if I was to be like going for an Orthodox Christian standpoint, I would get someone like Jay Dyer involved, Andrew Wilson, someone else. But I'm not that guy. But yeah, I'm definitely a Christian nationalist. I think, and I do get your points. I think I do agree as well. I do think that white people need to procreate more and have families. And
you're white too, man. My chat's not saying you're not white, but you know, if you're Greek, you maybe just a little darker.
I would say
I'm Italian, so I don't look like the prototype white Aryan.
Well, look, this is why some people might say I'm not white, right? Because I'm from an island called Cyprus, which is underneath Greece. We are Greek, like we speak Greek, but we are also part of the Levant.
European.
Yeah, we're white Europeans, but I'm also part of the Levant, where like I'm not far from Egypt, Lebanon, Israel, any of those places. Like you could literally get a flight in an hour. But yeah, man, God bless you, brother.
Well, I've got people from like Sicily in my chat, you know, so a lot of that's pretty close to Africa, you know, but a lot of people can say the same things about Sicilians.
Oh yeah, Sicilians are like us. They're like dark Mediterranean white Europeans for sure.
But I'm gonna wrap up my show here in a minute. I got some other things to do. It was a good conversation I had with you, man.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Take care.
I put your socials in my chat, so some people will probably check you out or something.
All right, big love, brother. Have a good one. Take care.
Take care, man.
Bye bye. Or is that his chat? We're just being mad racist to me, innit? Man put Levant kike. Yeah, look, this is what I mean about a lot of these white supremacists, man. Like they don't have the solution. They don't have the solution, and I do have the solution. That's the difference.
We're gonna see right now.
Ling Ling in the middle. Ling Ling. All right, guys, I should get on to the next thing now. All right, cool. Yeah, those guys don't like us, bro. All right, cool. So, guys, I'm going to be responding to something that, you know, it's actually a white supremacist that I met at Myron Gaines. Let me read a bit of the chat and then we'll... The Jews killed Christ and still deny him to this day. Chud the Builder is a go. Chud innocent. Yeah, Chud is innocent, man. Chud is innocent. Like, look, do I... Nah. Who the fuck is this? Jake Lang is also the best. Jake Lang is a secret Jew. Jake Lang... Yeah. Handsome truthers. Look, for you guys that are back in Jake Lang, I'm about to cook you guys. Because this is what's coming up next, actually. Because I actually cooked Jake Lang. I mugged him and I cooked him. So here, guys, I'm going to show you guys the take, right? All right, cool. So, guys, this is what I'm going to be responding to.
Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. That's great.
I got married at 19. All of my buddies pressured me, and I think a lot of guys can attest to experiencing the same thing. You maybe have heard that, like, you're going to miss out. But, like, you're going to sleep around, live your life, experience life, right? That's what was said to me. And my wife said, well, what say you, when we were engaged? And I said, you know what? All of my first experiences and all of my last experiences I want to have with you and nobody else. I think we have a tradition in our culture of monogamy that's so important and should be valued and should be held in high esteem. All of our literature, going back to England, it's the knight, it's the prince who's going after the princess. A princess who's held up in a tower, whose virtue has been maintained and protected. In my life with my wife, when I met her, her father and her brothers protected her virtue, protected her chastity, and looked after her. And because of that, that's one of the reasons I really, really prized her, because she was pure, she was whole, she was innocent, she wasn't run through. You know, I was her first kiss. I love that. You know, and I feel like so many people, because of the degradation of our society, are not going to be able to experience that kind of beauty. Monogamy is central to our culture as Americans. It's also central to Christianity. If I'm mistaken, do you support polygyny?
Yeah, so my thing is, I think my position on this. I understand the importance of monogamy. I understand that it's how you build a society. I understand that when men are monogamous, they tend to be more, future oriented. They stabilize a bit. They want to they want to, work and provide for their family. Now, the things that you experience are great. I wish more guys can experience it. But unfortunately, this is no longer the new normal for most men. Most men, when they meet a girl, they're not going to be the first kiss. They're definitely not going to be the first dick. And they're not going to be the first guy to take her on a date. And I would argue in today's day and age, with the way women are, women have changed so much that to adhere to or hold that belief can set guys up for a really bad time when it comes to what is now basically has become a fairy tale. Now, what you have is fantastic, and I'm glad that you have that. That's beautiful. The reality is that most guys are not going to be in a position to find that and or get that, unfortunately, in today's society in 2026 with the way feminism is and everything else like that. So what I tell guys is, when it comes to the way the new normal is, you must adapt to the new normal. And I think guys need to be experienced with women where they're in a position where they're not necessarily being controlled via sex, because that is the female strategy. I don't want guys to be put in compromising situations for sexual access. Rather, I want them to be experienced with women. So the girl is, chasing their validation versus the other way around.
So yeah, guys, that was a debate between a guy that I met there, Honorable Crusader. He's actually an Orthodox brother of mine. He had a lot of good takes. And, him and Myron were going back and forth. And the reason I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to actually show you guys the next two clips, which are another two clips that were posted on his Instagram, responding to the debate that he was having with Myron. But here, guys, I'm also going to show you guys my comments, and I'm going to read them out to you guys. Now, first of all, I absolutely ripped the shit out of Jake Lang. Joe ripped him apart. I think both points are valid. However, didn't you kiss the wall? Jake Juice Lang. You scream infiltrator. 64 likes. Absolutely mogged him. Yeah? Dumbass fucking you know what. And then here I guess I got 18 likes to this, which I still stand on, and I'll explain to you guys why I stand on it. And guys, this thing keeps freezing over and over again, man. We definitely really need to fix this up, man, going forward. I don't want it happening again, man. All right, cool. I do agree with both. Yes, Christianity and marrying both as virgins is ideal in an ideal world. However, in modern times, especially if you live in a big city, you have to be able to understand female nature and be able to differentiate who should and shouldn't be taken serious. Biologically, we know that men crave multiple women, but as the Bible tells us, it's not the way forward for the person or for society. Personally, I've executed having multiple women before I returned to the church. But what I would say is neither sustainable, ideal for success within yourself and the family. Also, I think you have to sacrifice some quality if you was to have multiple women. I believe and I stand on what I say. And then I'll play you guys the next one.
I don't want guys to be put in compromising situations for sexual access. Rather, I want them to be experienced with women. So the girl is, chasing their validation versus the other way around. So you need to be able to understand women. And unfortunately, with that, you have to have premarital sex to a degree. I know this is very not, holy. And I know this is like very...
Why? What's the ultimate goal?
to have family.
So having a lot of premarital sex and fornicating is the ultimate goal is to have a family through that?
Well, so yes, your goal should be to have a family, but you also don't want to start a family with a woman that's a harlot that's going to ruin your life and make it bad for your children, where she's going to divorce you and cheat on you, etc.
So you should be a man whore, and that somehow is going to make you a man. I'm not following.
The female sexual strategy when she meets a guy is...
You know what? I'm not even going to let that finish because I'm going to respond to that. Here again, Jake Lang posted up about Myron, you demolished that chimp, which actually Honorable Crusader actually liked the comment. And if you want me to be honest with you, I don't think that's honorable of him because he came up to Myron to have like a debate with him and he was very respectful. And then to leave that debate to go against him and, say like your point's fine, like absolutely fine. But then to like a comment where he's getting called a chimp, like, come on, man, that's not honorable or real, if you want me to be honest with you. If you actually felt like that and you felt like you would call him a chimp, you should have done that in person. You shouldn't have shown him love. And like for me, that's kind of fake. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Now, I posted up, you kissed the wall, get the fuck out of here. And then after Honorable Crusader actually backed Jake Lang saying that, he's born a Jew, but he's coming to Christianity and all of this shit. But let me tell you guys, I don't believe none of that shit. I don't believe Jake Lang. I don't believe Tommy Robinson in the UK. These guys are infiltrators because these guys will completely talk about Muslims and Islam all the time, but they'll never talk about Judaism or Jews or Zionists, ever. In fact, they purposely stay away from it. So I responded saying, I've never heard him speak negatively on Israel or Jews, not once. I hope what you're saying is true, but to me, he's fixated on Muslims when the small hats are a way bigger problem. And I guess that was.
Thank you so much.
And this is the last one where he posts up saying Myron Gaines promotes a goy-slop degenerate philosophy that in order for a man to find a godly wife who will share his values, he has to be a man whore. Myron's philosophy concerning male sexual experience is not only wrong, but it's extremely detrimental to our society. We need a cultural revolution to restore our original Western civilization principles. Now, Honorable Crusader, this is why, as a Christian Orthodox, I absolutely disagree with you. Now, when you walked away, you met me, we shook hands, you told me you was Orthodox, and then you told me to go and look in the Coptic Orthodox Church to find a great wife. Now, let me tell you something, brother. I've been to loads of different Orthodox churches, and I've spoken to many different Orthodox girls. And I'll tell you something, man, we're fucking cooked. We're cooked, just like the Protestants are, just like the Catholics, just like all modern day women. To think that you're just going to go to a church and find that ideal virgin girl is not realistic. And let me tell you guys another thing. Majority of the guys at my church who are very God-fearing, who are virgins and have never had any sex with any woman, they are so awkward and they have no idea about female nature that they're not even going to be able to get the virgin in the first place. Even virgin women are going to want to date someone who's able to communicate with them properly without being socially awkward, leading them, being dominant. And these things, unfortunately, they do come with gaining experience with women. Now, am I saying you should go out there and just sleep with hundreds of women and chase women and all of that? No, I tell you guys to chase your bag, yeah? Make sure you're a great man in all aspects, physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, do you get what I'm saying? Religiously, in every aspect. However, you are going to have to learn female nature in order to get yourself that great woman. And and this is what I mean about Christians like Honorable Crusader. They'll say the right things, but they will have no solutions. Your solution to just turn up at a church is never going to work, especially a virgin Christian man. Now, am I saying to be degenerate and go out there and sleep with every single girl you can find? No, but you're going to have to do some sort of sleeping around or some sort of dating before you actually find out how women move in the dating market, what they respond well to, what they don't respond well to. So I do believe as a Christian man that the red pill is the truth. And as a guy who's in the red pill space and a Christian Orthodox guy, I would say that apart from having multiple women and, you know, vasectomies and plan Bs and all of that shit, I agree with the rest. I absolutely agree with the rest. Modern women are cooked. We're screwed. You have to learn female nature. You have to become the best version of yourself in order to go out there and find a great wife. It's just simple, man. It's simple. Yeah, it's simple. Trump just unleashed some big fatties on your homies in Iran match. In Iran nature. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean? He unleashed some. Oh, okay. Bro, let me tell you guys another thing. I'm not a supporter of the IRGC at all. Like, you guys are sitting there thinking like, yeah, this guy's a big supporter of Iran and, you know. No, I'm America, I'm England, Greece, and Cyprus first. Yeah, and if you want me to be completely honest, I'm America first off more than anything, and then I'm England second, because the countries you live in should come first before even your ethnic country. But to sit here and, you know, I'm not a supporter of the IRGC, but I understand why they're fighting. I also understand that we shouldn't be in Iran. I also understand that Iran's not a problem. Yeah, like they've never had nuclear weapons. The only reason that they have they have malicious groups like Hezbollah, for example, is because of the Jews. It's because of Israel. Hamas, Hezbollah, all these people, all these groups, they're pretty much built up because of Israel. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm a Christian first, bro. But at the same time, as a Christian, I could turn around and say, like, what is happening in the Middle East is wrong right now. Iran, we shouldn't be bombing Iran. We're going more into debt. We're killing innocent people. They're killing our military. And it doesn't benefit us in no way. And we're only doing it because of Israel. They're not no threat to us. They're simply not a threat to us. You know what's funny as well? I only ended up having negative interactions with women when I started becoming more closer to my faith and closer to Jesus Christ. Because before, obviously, you know, I wasn't secular, but I was definitely living a secular lifestyle. And, you know, I was sleeping with a ton of beautiful different women. And I would never have arguments with any of these types of women because I was only there for one thing, if you want me to be honest with you. I was just there to have fun. But as of recent times, when I've become more pickier and I'm actually looking for a specific woman and trying to have a Christian marriage and a Christian relationship, I am having more arguments and I'm getting into situations where women are disliking me and things are ending off in a negative, in a negative matter, because now I'm keeping women accountable. I'm actually telling them what's wrong with them and why I don't want to date them no more. Islamic extremism is an ideology created by the West to create divide. Yeah, look, like I said, do I want to see tons of Muslims in the country? And even like, for example, do you think that we should have governors or mayors or prime ministers or presidents that are Muslim? No, I don't think that. But I don't think Muslims are a problem. I don't think 4% of the population here in America, I think it is. And, you know, whatever, I think it's like 20% or less, a little bit less than 20% in the UK. They're not going to be a problem compared to the guys who are actually running everything behind the scenes. I think it is propaganda from the Jews to divide, but I am still Jesus first and Christian first. Where's the Z at? The Z's coming soon, brother. They're coming soon. Them women called Jezebels, brother. Yeah, but unfortunately, brother, in our religion, in Christianity, majority of the women happen to be Jezebels, unfortunately, man. Iran is the capital and funded of Islamic extremism. That's absolutely not true. I know he's going to say, oh, bro, you're a Muslim apologizer. You love the Muslims and all of this, but it's not true. They told us that all women in Iran have to wear hijabs. They don't. Iran has the fourth highest amount of educated women in the world. Yeah, I've seen videos of women at malls. They don't need to wear hijabs. They don't need to be covered. Like, it's not true. Absolutely not true. Iran is not that extreme Obviously, they have a strict regime who's running it, who's an Islamic regime. But even the amount they said that they killed during that period, the Jews were saying it. That's not true either. Like, no, I disagree with Jobo. I do disagree with Jobo, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree. Oh yeah, you want to take a picture and videos of that? Okay, guys. Here, I'm going to respond to a comment. All right, so as of recently, guys, I've been posting up a lot of clips, as you guys have seen, and a lot of clips from the girls' nights have been coming out. And, a lot of support, a lot of people agreeing, some disagreeing. But on the last one I posted up where I talk about men don't like masculine women, I had a lot of haters on my Instagram replying to it. And I'm going to respond to what the haters were saying. And I'll have something to respond to some of the people that commented on that post. And now is the time where I'm going to start exposing people. Girls at my church, these feminists, these liberals. So I'll show you guys right now. All right, this is the clip, guys. As an independent woman until you find that guy.
Yes.
But also that guy is going to be a lot more competent than yourself, especially if you look for a great guy, that he's going to be able to see like, you know what? This girl's got a great job. She's a little bit challenging. She tries to compete with me. I don't want to date another man. That's how men think. Like, you guys don't want to date a bitch, right? You don't want to date a man who's a bitch, right?
No.
Like a soft guy who's like going to let you run over him. It's the same the other way around. We don't want to date a masculine chick who's going to... And me, like, I haven't dated on a serious level, but I've dated girls who are older to have fun with. And they tend to be more assertive, more combative, more challenging. And, like, a man's not there to be competing.
We've also,
stuck in their ways.
In a girl's all fairness, older women have experienced more in relationships rather than a 21-year-old little girl fresh out of high school.
Do you think men value that? We value
I don't think men value either.
No, we do.
No,
we value
inexperience.
We value inexperience. Like, I understand what you're saying. So yeah, I cooked on that one, but one sec. All right, cool. Oh, the fuck's happened here? OBS Intel, what the fuck? Yeah, but I'm trying to... Oh, man. I'm trying to, like, get to the bottom bar. No, my laptop. I am. Nah, it's not coming up, boys. Yeah. No, I'm doing it, man.
I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever.
I clicked off. Oh, there it is. What happened? All right, cool. So downloads. Okay, here it is. Oh, bro, why is it doing that though? Oh, fuck it. So here, guys, I'm gonna show you guys the hidden comments on the post. Right? In your world, as an independent woman. All right, cool. So some Scottish girl commented on it saying incel mindset. And that Scottish person come from a place where I commented on a Christian post where her friend had her tits out. And apparently she was 17. And I literally commented on it saying, bruv, literally your tits are out. What the fuck? Because she was contradicting herself. And then loads of people agreed with me. Like I got like 100 and something likes on my comment. And then she responded like, how you objectifying a 17-year-old? Like, bruv, I can turn around and say a 17-year-old is carrying herself like a slag. It doesn't mean like I'm objectifying her like I'm interested in her, obviously. Dumbasses, retards. But anyway, let me play this so you guys can see. So I respond to incel mindset and say, how so? Or are you going to just throw ad hominems? Tell me you're a liberal woman without telling me. Cry harder. No, this is a pedophile mindset, she goes. This is another girl who was in my DMs yesterday. I'll show you guys the whole situation. No, this is a pedophile mindset. Literally said he wants young girl he can manipulate and values inexperienced, aka children. Liberals this and liberal that. Once someone disagrees with the pedo mindset of wanting to manipulate inexperienced young girls to make them your home nanny and sex slaves. As an independent woman. All right, cool. And then here we have 3 of the girls who like the comment, right? Now, 2 of them are 2 raging liberals who come and troll. One of them actually is going out with some Jeet-looking guy. I'll show you guys pictures of him in a little bit when we go deeper into that situation. But before I go deeper into that situation, I want to talk about the situation within the girl who's from my church. Now, you know, the first girl's from my church. She's actually Cypriot herself. And yeah, this girl from our church, she liked the comment of her... This girl from our church, who happened to be from the same country as me, she liked the comment of her saying incel mindset. Bear in mind, this girl doesn't follow me. You know, she goes to my church, but she doesn't follow me. She doesn't like my takes. But she's friends with a girl that I dated recently. Now, you know, she's bitter, just like her friend is bitter, because I dated her friend and I disqualified her friend and got rid of her friend out of my life. And the reason I did this is because she was insufferable and not the kind of woman I wanted to go for. From the beginning, she understood that I had very conservative values. I wanted to be conscious all the time. I wanted to eat great foods. I wanted a woman who ate well and looked after herself and didn't partake in any degeneracy. Now, I'm going to give you guys the backstory of it. So me and this girl, we go out to a Greek festival one day with a group of friends, and she already knows I don't like drinking. I'm already telling her to get into better shape because she wasn't in the best of shape. But I told her, look, I'm attracted to you, but I do think that you can become better. So I told her, look, come work out with me. You know, I've got a gym at my house. She didn't take me up on my offer. And then we went to the Greek festival. Now, we had a group of guys from the church at the Greek festival. And she was actually one of the girls that was in the car with us. And the girl that I was seeing at the time mentioned her ex while we were driving. Like, oh, my ex lives around here. First of all, first red flag. Like, who the fuck mentions the ex in front of the person that they're dating and in front of a group of people that you hang around with? Next is, we went to the Greek festival and she ended up having way too many drinks, getting tipsy when I already told her that I don't like alcohol. And she overate. You know, I got her like loads of food to eat. And in the end, she had like a sugary lollipop, tried to put it in my mouth. So it's like L on L on L on L. And the way that we ended things was because in the end, I said, like, you know, I can't put up with you being defensive and so sensitive. If you can't be a better version of yourself, because, you know, this girl wakes up at 1 p.m. You know, she likes to be out all the time and, you know, hang around with friends and doom scroll through her phone. And that's not the type of woman I'm trying to be with. But this is the thing, guys. As soon as you disqualify a woman, and I should have already known this, she was 26 years old. I would never date a woman in her mid-20s again. But since me disqualifying her, she got very bitter and she went and told the whole church and all people at the church that I called her fat and I ended things with her because she's fat, which is not the truth at all. This is not what happened. Sorry, guys, I need to refresh. Right, bruv, I don't want this happening again, guys. Never again, bro. You guys need to fix this solution out. This freezes every 10 minutes. Not good enough. No, I can't be, man. Because the internet's not freezing other things. This is just free. Like, this is just freezing the chat over and over again to the point where it's like, it's long. What you're saying is restream, then we need to find, look, somehow there is a solution for us to make and find out. But anyway, going back to my point. So, yeah, as I said, I made the mistake because I saw the red flags, multiple red flags from the beginning. Even guys from the church actually told me, nah, man, you know, you could do better than her. I don't know if she's going to be the one for you, because they know that I'm looking for a traditional woman. But the fact that she kind of begged me for a chance and kept pursuing me, then, you know, I thought I'd give her a chance. But I ended up giving her a chance. It didn't work out. Now she's gone to, like, try to publicly shame me in my church and in my community, which, first of all, I don't give a fuck, because I stand on business and I don't care what anyone says. In fact, some of even the guys have actually become weird with me since. And, you know, you guys are faggots because, you know, listening to another woman when you don't know the full story, especially a guy that you used to get along with, like, you're a soft dude, man. You're a soft ass dude. And this doesn't go to the guys that are friends, that have got girlfriends that are friends with her. I kind of get that. But in general, a lot of the guys have gone funny with me at the church, right? Now, back to my point is, when a woman turns around and says that she wants a man who's masculine, a leader, a provider, a protector, someone who's over 6 foot, someone who's in physical shape. You know, we say, go girl, you deserve what you want. And yeah, absolutely. And all of that. We actually promote and advocate for what women want, even though they have incredibly unrealistic and delusional standards. But as soon as a man says that he wants a traditional woman, or he wants a woman who's submissive or in shape and pretty or younger than him, you know, like, even if I wanted to date a fucking 18-year-old as a 36-year-old man, all of a sudden, that's a fucking problem. And they start all their progressive talking points. Oh, you're trying to manipulate her and groom her. And, you know, the prefrontal cortex doesn't grow until 26. And then I tell them, well, you know, women shouldn't vote then, or shouldn't drive until that age, right? And then they say, well, men are even older than women, their prefrontal cortex. Look, their whole ideology doesn't make sense. They contradict themselves. And liberal women, especially older women, are very bitter that they can't date men like me in the age range. Because men like me, who are successful older men, would never date a woman who's my age. For what reason? You guys are obnoxious, self-entitled, rude, a lot of times out of shape, not as good looking as you used to be. So what reason would I want to date a 31-year-old, for example, over a 21-year-old? Absolutely not. And this is why they're trying to cause problems in my life right now. You know, messaging, like the girl that I'm seeing who is 20 years old, you know, they're messaging her, trying to get her to, you know, not like me, whatever it is. But it's just like so bitter, man. It's so bitter that these women who are left over, and it's funny because this girl from my church, she called me an incel, right? She called me an incel after, you know, I slept with her friend and wasn't interested. Apparently, I'm an incel, right? The guy that slept with your friend but wasn't interested is an incel, right? But the truth is that you are an actual femcel. In fact, you and most of the girls at church, especially the ones over 25, because the ones who are younger than 25, who are conservative and traditional, they're all boyfriend up or wifey up, you know? They've got husbands or boyfriends. It's only you guys that are going to be left alone, bitter, and you guys are literally femcels. No man wants to take you guys seriously. You guys have unrealistic expectations and standards. And in the end, you know what? I'm going to be laughing. Because even if you guys ruin my relationship between the girl I'm talking to right now, guess what? I'm still going to find a beautiful 21-year-old. And I'm going to still have children with her and a magnificent family. But you guys most likely are going to end up with a bunch of cats and, you know, maybe a few dogs. So, yeah. Scully Bugs, big up to you, brother. Big up to Scully Bugs, man. Coming in the chat and showing love. Big up to him. Appreciate you, G. So, yeah, that's my take. And this is like going back to what Honorable Crusader was saying. Like, bro, just go to the church. You're going to find good women at the church. I fucking know, bro. Some of the worst women I've met are actually from the fucking church. In fact, the worst woman I've dated was the last girl. She didn't cook for me once. She didn't clean for me once. I did all the cooking, the cleaning, fucking the leading, the protecting, taking her on fucking dates with her friends and paying for all their shit. And now they want to flip it and make out like, you know, I'm some demon guy because I didn't want to wifey her up because she didn't fall in line and choose to be submissive and traditional. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. Like, fuck these bitches. Yeah, it's definitely not the internet, guys. I need this fixed next time. It's not the internet. 100 million %. Cause this freezes every 5 minutes though. Yeah, we need to call up like whatever it is. If we need to call up Streamlabs or sort out, because there's no way other platforms, you know, this is happening to them. There's no way. And going forward, you know, we're starting to grow. We need things like this sorted out. All right, cool. So double standard. Yeah, another thing as well is a lot of these women who call me a pedophile or call me a predator, a lot of these women dated older men when they were young. A lot of these women do want a leader and a provider. But as soon as I say that I want a woman to follow, which you have to have one follower and one leader, then all of a sudden it's a problem, you know? But if they have that preference, it's a preference. If I have it, I'm a predator. Make it make sense, man. It's unbelievable. And it comes back to what I was saying, and it comes back to what I've said before, guys, that when women have standards and boundaries, it's glorified and accepted. And when men have boundaries and standards, it's demonized and unacceptable. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, they're very spiteful, a lot of these women, man. A lot of them are spiteful. And look, for example, I'm going to show you guys now as well, that girl that was trying to come on my page, that sleepy, neat girl, she was like sending me, one sec. Oh, bro, what's going on here, man? Guys, come sort out the laptop. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Yeah. Done some mad shit now. I tried. Windows? Where's the Windows thing? I just want to find the doc. Look, the doc. Like, that's why I don't think I should do it. Like, oh, okay, because I was trying to find this. Look, preview. Look, I've done it again, bro. Like, all I want to find is the pictures that I sent to myself.
Yeah, so I know a lot of leaders and entrepreneurs and business owners and things like that, and they prefer women or masculine men, if you think, you know, they prefer women who are working, and you know what I mean, they find it sexy if you own a business or that you're making.
They say that to you because you're a businesswoman. I promise you, Nikita, look, I swear to God, this is the honest truth. I would rather date a 21-year-old who works at McDonald's, yeah, who's completely broke, yeah. Obviously she has to be attractive, right? Then date a 30-year-old who's a multi-millionaire. Now, would you say for you to be a businesswoman, you've had to gather some masculine traits, right? You need to be assertive because people take the piss out of you if you don't. See, this comes up, but as soon as this comes up, like, it is what it is. How do I even open all these up, man? This is annoying the way it is right now. Like, I want to just open up the whole thing. Like, so I can see what pictures I'm going through and shit. Sorry, guys. Give it a sec. Full squid, maybe? Oh, that's why, bro. I was clicking on the fucking wrong thing. Those are the downloads there, yeah? Yeah, how do I just bring up all the downloads? Like, I just want to be able to, like, go next. All right, yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. So, guys, imagine the So, guys, this is the girl. This is the girl that was trolling me, right? This is the girl that was talking shit to me. Look at her. She looks like literally a little trans Jewish teenager. That's what she looks like, right? And, you know, she was the one and going back and forth with me. And then eventually she actually tried to, send me pictures of herself. And I kind of caught on that she was probably like masturbating or some shit, bro. Like, it was like she was getting like aroused from the conversation. And it's probably because her man has never put her in her place again. She was saying things like, oh, my man is my slave. He does anything I say. And then she turned around and said, oh, yeah, my man's actually would mog you. And I said, yeah, okay, then send us a picture of him. And then she said that she would mog me. Now, you know, if I was seen out with her, first of all, I'd be embarrassed. And second of all, you know, people would be like, what the fuck is he doing with her? Let's just be realistic right now. But yeah, this is her man, guys. Look at this. So that's what I think he looks like. But this is her man. This is her man right here. This G. Fucking, thank you, come again. This guy is her man who apparently is the mogger. The guy who'd mog me. So yeah, that. And then I think he looks like Apu from Simpsons. So that's why I brought him up. What else did I want to see from there? Downloads. Yeah, this is what come up for me. I don't know what this is. Look, OBS Studio 32.12. I don't know if this has got something to do with this going wrong. All right, cool. All right, cool. Let me cross. Okay, and then I'll pull up this again. All right, cool. Do you know what, guys? Is it time for a kick? You know what? It's time for kick, guys. Let's play the song. It's time for kick. We're going to cut off the YouTube stream. Everyone, let's go over to Kick. Open a tab. Kick.com. The Natural Effect Podcast. You know, I can say everything I need to say. I'm going to start dropping more derogatory terms and start going a little bit more intense. So, yeah, guys, come over to Kick right now. Come over to Kick right now, guys. Guys, come over to Kick. We're ending the YouTube stream right now. Let's go. cool. Is everyone off YouTube now, yeah?